Hiya, hiya, this is me live. Is everything working? Everything should be working, 'cause everything always works with computers, doesn't it? Oh, I'm moaning already. Welcome to twitch.tv/1030. The lights behind me should be a special colour, but they aren't a special colour because it's not that sort of vibe today. Hold on, let's get the lights a special colour. Can I even do it? That one? That one's a okay colour. What about this colour for evil? What are some Halloween colours? I guess it was already Halloween colours, wasn't it? Welcome in, everybody. How you doing? You're watching me, as you know. Thank you very much for being in nice and early. Got some progress with the computery scenario. Right, got a couple of different things in which we can discuss. And I'll tell you all about them in a second. But first, I want to know about all of your things. I want to know about all of your things. Do you have any good news? If you've got good news, please put it in chat. I've got a wee bit of good news in that we do have a stream upgrade, right, that definitely is working. It's definitely working, so don't even worry about it. And then, tirelessly through the night, I've been working away trying to get the microphone. Remember all the shite yesterday? We tried to make a microphone with Elgato, Wavecast, reinstalling Windows 11, all of that. Oh. So I've been working on that quite a bit. And I'm in a position. Well, I'll tell you all in a wee second. But right now, hiya. Oh my god. Got a bubble blast already. Keriami, welcome in. Thank you very much, Keriami. I've got ad texting me. So ad has just sent me a WhatsApp. Ad, you should really be watching my stream live. But Ad has shined his ball. Look at that. And he's all happy with it. And so he has just sent me, oh sorry, you're live. I'm literally showing the people it. So Ad, right, a wee while ago, I think it's like a cry for help, basically, but I've got a lot of projects that are a cry for help, so I get it and I understand. He started folding up some tin foil and just like clumping it into a ball and then sort of hitting it with a ball peen hammer and all of that sort of stuff, to the point where it's become like a real metal sphere. Look at that. So, on his stream a couple of days ago, he tried some metal polish because he wanted to buff it up because he's proud of his ball. And I would be proud of my ball as well. But the polish he was using didn't quite work well and he was getting a wee bit pissed off. He has since purchased Mother's Mag and aluminum. I think it's gun polish. He might be in chat any minute because I've just told him that I'm telling you about it. And it's buffing up good, man. Look, you can see his face. It reminds me of Ad's initial profile picture, where all we saw of him was a reflection of his cooting. So that's interesting, isn't it? Look at that, projects. So that's Ad's good news. My good news is Kiriami has just subbed. And I've got a brand new stream upgrade that I want to show you all, and it's the biggest upgrade that has existed in the stream history, pretty much. And I've already showed you what it is. Already. And I don't even know if you know that I've showed you what it is. Hello Carivore, hello Rytier, hello Bowdy, hello Funkyman316, hello RCL Studio, how you doing? Won the fizzy water today. It's the 10:30 tech support hour. As in, I'm playing with tech and I might need your support. Hello Bowdy, hello Spoggers. Good news, my parents just dropped round now with cake. That's class. That is some good stuff. Chameleon, hello Chameleon. Chameleon, how are you getting on with your Pepper's Ghost? Chameleon says, did you hear about the latest bug in Windows 11? Bazinga, how you doing? Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I love Prime subs. Oh, I love Prime subs. Bazinga, thank you very, very much. I've been messing about with Windows 11 quite a bit over the course of the previous 12 hours, let me tell you. I've now got a relationship with Windows 11 that makes me feel all emotionally angsty and stuff like that. But apparently there's a new bug. Rudders, how you doing, Rudders? Thank you very much for 59 months. Oofed. Rudders, thank you very much. Did you win marbles once? That's cool. Rudders, thank you very, very much. Welcome in. How's it going? Chameleon says, did you hear about the latest bug in Windows 11? Apparently sometimes the close button of the task manager will just spawn new processes and not close it. Sorry, I burped. 30% of our code is written by AI and it shows. That's horrible, isn't it? You think with software as mature as Windows, right? See, Windows as a concept has to be one of the longest running bits of software. Like in the top 100 longest running pieces of software. You think by now certain just basic things would be kind of mature. So, right, will I update you? And I will do it as brief as possible so that the people that aren't techie don't just glaze over, but the people that are techie get the information from it, right? A long time ago, Gibbs stole for me 3 work desktop computers, Hewlett-Packard G4 800 small form factor, right? One of them is the Bubble Robot. That's on Windows 10. That's not getting upgraded for Windows 10. So I had another 2 computers. One of them I just had sitting there because I removed the RAM from one of them and put that in the other 2 to max out the RAM in the other 2. One of them was the Bubble Robot, the other one was the Loft computer. Over the past couple of days, I've been trying to redo the Loft computer so that I can stream from the Loft again, because Loft streams were great, man. I can do projects, can get my hands dirty. Loft streams, right? I've got a full lab upstairs, kitted out with cameras, can't stream for the Loft because the audio kept going out of sync. So, Elgato have told me that they've got a brand new bit of software that I bought for £45. I've never spent £45 on software. Anyway, brand new bit of software which I purchased. However, it only works on Windows 11. And this piece of software will sort out my audio issues, or so I thought. So, in order to install it, I had to upgrade it to Windows 11, but Windows 11 doesn't natively allow an installation on this piece of hardware because the hardware is too old, but that's not a capability requirement, it's just an artificial requirement. So I installed Windows via a custom ISO image using Rufus in order to install it successfully, and it did install successfully on this machine. There you go, job done. So then I installed the software that Elgato gave me for 40 something pounds, and it kind of worked. It installed. I saw all my audio interface devices. I've installed it here. I could stream some audio, desktop audio, from upstairs to downstairs, but it would not stream the microphone audio. Doing my boxing, 4 days I've spent at this doing my boxing. Why can't I get the microphone audio from upstairs to downstairs? Pissing about with it for ages on the Discord, sending DMs to Elgato support, all that. They don't know, don't care. So I thought maybe it's a driver thing, maybe it's something. When I installed Windows 11, I de-bloated it because Windows 11 gets installed alongside Cortana, Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, a lot of shite that I don't want, telemetry software, all of this. So when I installed Windows 11, I ran a tool, like a de-bloat tool, that gets rid of a lot of that. But then the Elgato Wavecast software wouldn't work, so I'm thinking maybe something that I did to de-bloat the Windows stuff has removed a component that the Elgato thing maybe needs. So, right, flatten it, reinstall Windows 11 again. Reinstalled Windows 11 again, and the Elgato Wavecast software just wouldn't install. Wouldn't install. Double click it. The progress bar gets to about 5%, installing required components, and the window just disappears, just crashes. This is 1:30 in the morning last night. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Double click it again. Nah. Try and install another Elgato sound bit of software, because maybe that will install the required packages and then this new thing can access. Nah, that also got to about 15% installed. Plop, just the window disappears. So that is a clean, fresh installation of Windows 11 that hadn't been debloated because I reinstalled it all again. Filled with bloat and everything. Copilot and all of that on it. Double click the Wavelength software. No, nah. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I'm thinking, right, okay. What is the required dependencies that it's installing? Looked up. Windows C++ visual runtime environment. Installed that manually. Get that installed. .NET Framework. Got that installed. Right? Restarted. Just a wee courtesy restart. Just you might as well. Yes, it's Bland. How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you very, very much for the sub. It's happening, Captain. It's happening. Computers are happening, by the way. Computers are the best thing and the worst thing that we've ever done as a species. Where was I? Thank you very much for the sub. So, reinstalled Windows 11 again, this time not bloated, right? And then I'm like installing the Hewlett Packard drivers and all of that, thinking maybe that needs something to do and all of that. Nothing worked. Fish Supper, how you doing? Thank you very much for your Prime sub. How's it going? Listen, everybody, remember in 10 minutes, one of you lucky people get to feed Pipper her lunch. Is it going to be you? I don't know. Fish Supper, yes, it's Bland Rudders, Bazinga, Kiriami, thank you very, very much. And Bowdy redeemed the hydrate. I think I do need a hydrate. All of this is leading towards something, by the way, right? So just bear with me with my techie moan, because we're getting somewhere with it. So it just wouldn't work. I'm trying to reinstall Windows. Sometimes in like the boot menu of Windows, before you actually get into the operating system, you know, the blue screen where like do you want to install via USB? Do you want to do a recovery partition? Right? All that shit. Sometimes when I'm in that, my keyboard works. Other times the keyboard doesn't work. Can I figure out what no, don't know. For the past 15 times, the keyboard just hasn't worked. Tried it in different ports. The mouse works. The mouse works in a port where the keyboard doesn't work. It's fucking hellish, man. So, right? Pure at my wit's end. Didn't get much sleep last night. Got toothache and stuff as well. B3 Sound, welcome in. How you doing? B3 Sound, thank you very much for subbing. Hello, how you doing? All of this is causing me stress, which is manifested in toothache, which is like getting up behind my eye, right? And I'm just like, I just want... Well, I forget what even the objective is. The objective is, the microphone. I need to stream, right? Stream for the loft. Right. So then I remembered this, and this is what I remembered. Remember Gibbs stole me 3 computers? One of them's a bubble robot, then I took the RAM for one, stuck it in the other 2, right? Just out of like desperation. Out of absolute desperation. Bubble robot's over here. I took the RAM from the computer that I was using for the loft, fucked the RAM into the old other redundant computer. Right? This morning I did this. Sat with Pipper on my knee. Also, right, because it was doing my boxing, I took the full setup from the loft into the living room because it was freezing in the loft. And I hadn't saw Rachel for about 4 days, so Rachel's sitting in the living room. I'm on the big telly with my computer and all this. Like, everything's just a mess. So this morning, I took the RAM, put it on the old computer, right? which didn't even have like Windows installed on it. So I took the wee USB stick, mouse and keyboard, plugged in into the telly, set it all up, okay, switched it on. It wouldn't boot from the USB stick, but it was booting into Windows 10. You know what, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So, what's your Microsoft account? I'm like, no Microsoft account, don't do any of that. And what's this and all that? So, got into Windows 10, installed it into Windows 10, and then from within Windows 10, I went into the wee bootable USB stick and said, install Windows 11, please. That took about 40 minutes, installed Windows 11, right? Then, with Windows 11 fully installed and all good and all perfect and everything like that, I then signed back into the Elgato website. I downloaded Elgato Wavecast 2.1.1, double clicked it, installing, gets to the bit where it crashes, 5% installing required dependencies. It just hangs there for a wee bit. But the window didn't disappear. And I'm staring at it, I'm like that. Like 4 days of my life now I've been putting into this and I'm staring at it. 6%. 7% install and 8% install. Bang! Fucking installed the thing. So how can that be? How can it be that I've got two identical, hardware-wise, they're identical, right? I've got an installer for Windows 11, the same installer that installed Windows 11 on that computer is installing Windows 11 on that computer. Hello Dando, how you doing? Dando, thank you very much for subbing. I'm going mental, Dando. See, computers, man. Computers are ripping the piss out of me, Dando. Hello, how you doing? I was telling everybody that quite soon we might be playing that RV game with yourself, Dando, and with Cater Cakes. How exciting is that? It's quite exciting. I'm a wee bit behind in the chat because I'm in the middle of a big story about me trying to fix computers because computers are trying to attack me, by the way. I can't help but feel there's somebody on the other side just messing with my brain. You know what I mean? Just doing like jester shit. Do you ever feel that on a computer you get to a point and it's just like, nah, I'm not installing this. So you need to like find an answer to a riddle on the internet. So anyway, right? All of that aside, we now have a scenario. My voice is breaking and everything. We now have a scenario where right now in my living room, we have a computer that boots and boots into Windows 11, which is necessary for this pish, and Elgato Wavecast software is on it, and that opens up as well. So, we're now at the same position as we were 2 days ago. Maybe 3, I don't know, all the days are merging into one. However, I feel lucky about it this time. I feel lucky about the current position that we're in, everybody. Eh? So what we're going to do today is we are going to add a microphone to that computer. I'm going to open Elgato Wavecast software on this computer, and quite obviously, what's clearly going to happen is the audio from that microphone is going to be audible on this computer, and when all of that happens, it's all just going to be a wonderful time. Isn't it, everybody? And that is going to work consistently for as long as I need it to. Hello everybody, thanks for listening to my rant, but it's a very lonely existence. See when you're trying to do things like that? Oh my god. Chameleon is talking about a new bug in Windows 11. I haven't encountered that one, but I've encountered some amount of pish in the past couple of days. Carivore says, kinda good news, got some Torx screwdrivers and compressed air cans coming soon to finally get my PS4 cleaned. Not really techie, so been watching tons of vids to get clued up. No more jet engine noises, hopefully. All the very best with that, Carivore. That's brilliant. RCL Studio says, I'm trying to shift a load of stuff on Gumtree, but nobody is buying. Should I try Facebook Marketplace? Or is that just Nutter and Scammer Central? I've never sold on either, but I've bought on both. And it's up to you. I think either for a quick sale, you want to make it cheaper. But if you want to sell it for what it's worth, you need to be prepared to have listed it for months. Also, you can do wee tricks where you list it for this price, and then a couple of days later you reduce £1 so that people get notifications. Oh, see that thing you were looking at? It's now reduced, and it'll just sort of remind them. You can do all of that pish. But good luck. Is it anything I might be interested in? Also, I've no money just now, so never mind. Bowdy says, good news, 2. Speaking of making stuff, I made a practical Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy prop at the weekend, pick in Discord. I will check that out, Bowdy, thank you very much. Here, everybody, get into the Discord, see if you're into making things, techie stuff, all that sort of stuff. Get into Discord, show us what you've made. Hello, Sean Hancock, Photo Film. Hello, how you doing? Chameleon says, Pepper's Ghost has been out in the close for most of the week, and the neighbours have been well impressed with it. Charging the phone and power bank today, so it'll last all of tomorrow. That is exciting, Chameleon. Have you got any pictures of it? Sometimes, though, the things don't show up well on camera, but that's cool, man. Because you've put a lot of effort into that. There's a bug in Windows 11 where update and shutdown just restarts the PC. Brilliant. In Windows 11, your CPU will spike when you open the Start menu because it's React Native application process, so it does a bunch of dynamic recompilation stuff every time you open it. How are we in this situation, really, though? How did we get here doing this? Jesus Christ. Why are you wearing a stethoscope? This here, right? So in addition to all the stuff, because basically I'm trying to make my stream good again. Remember this stream used to be good? So I could go to the garage, stream for the garage. I could stream for the loft. I could stream for here. I had different things going on in each one of them, right? And then slowly but surely, everything kind of deteriorated. And I didn't really have the will to fix stuff. And then came like a compilation of just errors, right? One of those things was that the camera that I used to attach to my head just stopped working streaming video. And deep down I was like, what am I going to do, man? And so, one of the reasons I haven't been streaming for the past 2 months, no, past maybe 1 month, 3 weeks, is because I've been doing a hell of a lot of BBC shifts, right? And it was pissing me off, man. Sean Hancock, Photo Film, how you doing? Welcome in. Good news, I finally got myself a desktop milling machine for my birthday a few weeks ago that I've wanted for years. I can now make a mess of metal. Oh, Sean Hancock, Photo Film, that sounds dynamite. A milling machine? When you say desktop, I'm assuming like in an office, but surely that's like in a garage or something like that. Like a big milling machine? That's cool. Like all of this sort of stuff. That's cool. Sean Hancock, Photo Film, thank you very much for subbing. So listen, everybody, to cut a long story short, I was a wee bit pissed off that I couldn't stream as much as I had done previously, but I was getting paid money to go in and do day job shifts, right? So I thought, what I'm going to do is take the resources that I've been given in the day job shifts and put those resources into the stream. And so I've done that. I'm now spending about £40 a month on this. Look at this. This is the most advanced camera thing that anybody's ever made. I'm very excited about it. That can clamp on there and thus will allow me to do my project streams, and you can see what's happening, and it won't cut off, and it won't be limited to 30 frames per second, and it'll just be brilliant, and everything's just going to work brilliantly. So we've got a brand new iPhone, folks. Professional... Oh, did you see that? There was a wee glitch on the stream there. Something just happened there. Brand new iPhone, professional content creator. The quality in this stream has just went up a notch. So I've absolutely rinsed all the money that I made when I was off. But hopefully this resource will now mean that the stream is going to be better than ever. So it's exciting. That is quite exciting. Hello Peachy McKeach, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh dearie me. So that's why there's a stethoscope on me. And that's going to live here. And the battery won't die after 20 minutes of use. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. But in order for all this to happen, we need to have the microphone in the loft set up, and that is the purpose of what we're going to do today. It's exciting, isn't it? Check out Dando getting into meetings and all of that. You've changed, Dando. You're into meetings and that now. How good is it to see Dando in chat? It's brilliant. So everybody, quite soon, Dando, Cater Cakes and I are going to be playing that RV game. So that's quite exciting. So that's the history of my computer issues for the past wee while. Do you know how many times? All right, hold on. You're just chatting amongst yourselves. There we go. I put pics in the Discord. It looks alright, even in bright light out in the stairwell. Brilliant. So I'm going to check the Discord. Bowdy's put something in the Discord. You've put something in the Discord. Selling some Ubiquity access points, a couple of Nintendo DS's and cartridges and PS3 and loads of games and extra bits. I basically want rid of it all. So if anyone's interested, hit me up and I'll do you a good deal. There you go, everybody. Check out Ray if you want to buy all of that. So that's exciting, isn't it? That's exciting. Hello, Devon Inc. How you doing? Basenbrace says it all fixed. No, but it's nearly going to be all fixed. Devon Inc., welcome in. How's it going? Sorry I couldn't hang about in the raid yesterday, but I had all sorts of computer issues that I wanted and needed to fix. So what we're doing now, everybody, is taking the computer upstairs into the loft, right? Plugging it all in, plugging the microphone in, and now I've got a powered USB hub. Oh, however, is it nearly Pippa's dinner? It's 5 minutes past Pippa's dinner time, everybody. And we've been sitting here and her wee belly has been empty. Oh my goodness, a wee neglected dog, everybody. So what we need to do, folks, is we need to activate lunchtime for Pippa, and one of you lucky people get to redeem Feeding Pippa. So the Channel Point redemption will go live probably before I get to one because of the delay, but I'm going to count down anyway. 3, 2, 1, now. Carivore, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carivore, for redeeming. Yes, she was in a wee stupid house. She's like, ah, yes, dinner time, yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. That's good. I wonder if I can turn off night vision mode, because it doesn't really help. Do you know what I mean? Because she's got a black hairdo. Yes. You snossed and you lost. So what I need to do, I think, is reactivate the audio for that camera. There you go. That's you all done. Good girl. That's you. So to the right of screen there, you can see the computer, the previous computer that's all just burst and on the ground. You can also see a towel because I gave Pippa a wee bath. So we put a towel in front of the fire for her to dry off, and she did so brilliantly. That's it, all done, pal. She's licking the bowl. What a wee girl. So I think that's, well, hold on, let's get to the bottom of the tea. And I can test out the brand new phone, trying to fix the brand new computer. We will take it upstairs, we'll plug it all in, it's all just going to work brilliant, nothing will disconnect for anything, or anything like that, and it'll just all be good. So there we go. And keep in mind, tomorrow, I'm planning a Halloween thing. Peach McCooch says, holy shit, automated dog feeder? Yes. So what I need to do is, on the dog feeder, because I've hacked that, I've installed the same thing that makes my bubble gun work, which is an ESP32 device with a MOSFET installed onto the side of it. So when the ESP32 gets a signal from Home Assistant, which is software that I'm running on my server, a switch basically latches. So I got an existing pet feeder that you press a button and it dispenses, and then I sort of hacked it so that when I send a signal via OBS, the pet feeder thinks that the button is being pressed. And also, it's got a camera on it that I can latch into from inside OBS. The camera did have audio connected, but when I was inside, I just disconnected the audio because it's in my living room, right? And the full thing, you're supposed to use this Chinese app with it. And I'm like, a permanent microphone in my living room going to like who knows where. You know what I mean? That could be hacked or whatever at any point. So I disconnected the microphone. However, I think what I've realised I could do is apply another secondary MOSFET so that every time the feeder is triggered for about 20 or 30 seconds, we'll have the microphone connected and then it'll disconnect again. You know what I mean? We might as well, because you're really missing out. See the process of hearing the biscuits hit the tray and then hearing her wee eating noise, because she makes wee R2D2 noises. She's like, and that's a big part of it. So next iteration, whenever I've got time to work on that, that's what I'm going to do. So only once a stream, and I'm trying to figure out a way of just activating that channel point redemption for 2 p.m. because that's our lunchtime. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? Honestly, my favourite addition to the stream. It's very good, isn't it? Peachy McKeach says, first time watching in case you haven't guessed. Hello, Peachy McKeach. Peachy McKeach, do we know each other in real life? Are you a sound recordist, perchance, that I have worked with a few times? Because I recognise the name. But you might not be. You might be somebody else. Hello, Marky ZXR. How you doing? That's the one. Hi, mate. How you doing? Look at me for my psychic powers. Have I not seen you in here before? I think I have. Hiya, mate. How's it going? Aye, so welcome in. Everybody budge up. Give Peachy McKeach some bum space. So, right, what we're going to do is try and fix the bloody microphone issues. We've got a professional sound recordist in chat, right? But so the vibe is that in addition to streaming downstairs, I also stream upstairs for the loft. But the loft computer is an older computer and everything just kind of worked, except sometimes it didn't. So the audio would sort of drift over the course of half an hour or something, to the point where if I'm streaming, I had to like shut it down, open it back up. Wasn't good. It was an untenable setup. So for the past couple of days, I've been trying to get a better solution to make this happen. I've had to do all sorts of stuff. To cut a long story short, the computer is now, I believe, probably set up hardware-wise. It's probably set up good in the living room. So I'm going to stick the phone on here. It'll be the first test of this new phone as well. Right? So this should look better than ever. And that's just all going to be good. And this isn't going to cut off or anything like that. It's all just going to be brilliant. And so we will take the computer, we will take it upstairs, and we'll plug it all in and it'll just work good. Do you know what I mean? You have two sound people, Chicken Chaser as well. Both have no idea what the issues are. Brilliant. Do you know each other? Amazing. Right. So, let's just see if we can get this working. You might see a black screen for about 10-15 seconds. Don't worry about it. Okie dokie, that's us. Look at this. You can see and hear exactly what's going on, can't you? And this is a good solution. You can hear and see exactly what's going on here, can't you? 1, 2, 3. I believe you can. You can see my hands. We can. Good. Thank you, Mary Biscuits. So, let's head through. This is the state of my brain just now. But you should see far better quality than you have ever seen before from this POV cam. And let's go and test it out. And we might even see Pepper Dog on the way. But first, I need a wee drink of this stuff. So, objective is, take the computer from the living room, bring it upstairs. Card on desk. Good luck, everybody, by the way. Good luck. See if you can get into that and you fucking find anything inside it. Look at this mess. This is my life right now. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Why is this big light on? Because it doesn't fucking go off because I've been fucking about with the lights. So anyway, here is the current setup. And I don't even know if it's switched on, isn't switched on. So, let's unplug this. And is Pepper in her silly wee house? Oh, Pepper Dog's in her silly wee house. Let's go and see Pepper in her silly wee house. Hiya, pal. Hiya, pal. Did that magically give you food earlier? How does that work? You don't even know about anything to do with that, do you? You good wee doggy. Yes. Yes. Yeah, good girl. Her name is Pepper Potts. She is the size of jelly tots. She likes to poop and pee a lot. Her name is Pepper Potts. You in your silly wee bed? She's funny, man. Right, so get this computer upstairs is the current objective, because that computer, which is identical, doesn't work for some reason. This computer, though, which is identical, does work for some reason. So who even? I don't even know. Also, I can't see chat. So I might have completely disconnected. So I'm going to, before I go back upstairs, just quickly go in the room and make sure the process of walking from here to here is a solid one. If you can see me in chat. Oh no, it's all glitchy. It's all glitchy. How long has that been glitchy for? How long has that been glitchy? Was that glitchy for the full duration? Or was that just glitchy when I was walking through? It's only glitchy when switching rooms? Alright, cool. Good. I walked in there and I just seen glitchiness and I was like, no. Cool, that's brilliant. Okay. Cool, okay. I wonder if I can... oh, not that. I wonder if... Well, I can't really do it here. But there might be an opportunity to reduce the bit rate or something like that. But we'll figure... Shagus, I'm in the middle of it. This here is a work in progress, but we'll figure that out, right? Anyway, right, onwards. So what I need to do is... This is a mess as well. This is all stuff that I need to take up into the loft. We need to get the loft open and ready to receive a brand new computer, which is obviously going to work. And for safety, I will stick a light on as well. Okie dokie. I can drop off this when I'm here. That's a plug. And that's a mouse. Okie dokie. Sorry if it's a wee bit glitchy between rooms. I shouldn't really do that, because I've went out my way to prevent things like that, but here we are, man. Okay, so remove this, because I don't need that anymore. This has been my den for the past couple of days. Or well, for the past couple of hours. Sitting watching Cudder last night, just trying to fix a bloody Windows 11 computer. Dreadful. So this configuration, I believe, works good. But we will find out when we plug in the actual microphone. Her name is Pepper Potts. Okie dokie. So what have we got here? We've got the Ethernet cable. We have got the main computer. Main computer goes over here. We've got a keyboard. Keyboard goes over here. And the USB ports are important, because not all USB ports on this machine are equal. As I have found out. Will I do this? Right, so this is the machine here. Fuck. So I'll put that in there. And now I need to put all my ports back together. That ball peen hammer shouldn't be there, that's where I keep it up there. Okie dokie. So, first things first, plug. Come on, you pig. There we go, you just need to call it a pig and then it works. That's a mad fire hazard, isn't it? Ah well. Get that plugged in. Second of all is the fibre optic HDMI cable. So I need to find wherever that is. Is this it? Feels like it. And if it is it, you can't bend the wire too much. It is it. So everything's over here. Because if you look at a fibre optic cable the wrong way, it can snap. And that's the last thing I want with this setup, man. Because it cost me 80 quid about 3 years ago. Right, we get that plugged in. Okie dokie. So now, what do we call this one? This one, I should label all my USBs. This USB cable is that's for the big camera. So it's for the ceiling camera, which I will install here. This USB is from the USB hub, which is an important one, so I'll install that here. Okay, these USBs are wee stupid ones. This is just for the mouse and keyboard. So these get installed in these ones next to the Ethernet cable because they are lesser USB ports, I have learned. Oh, just go in. There we go. And then, what is this one? This one is the other thing. What's this one? Amazon Basics. What could this put? Oh, is this the microphone? I think this is the microphone itself. No, it isn't. It's coming from up there. Oh, this is not a USB. This is a mini display port, isn't it? Aye. Let's get into the monitor. Just do it. Just do it. Just go in. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we have got other ones over here. Namely this yin and this yin. And then I think that's everything except from... Oh no, maybe that's us. Right, let's just power it on. Okay. And with that powered on, I need to clean this place up, man. Oh, we don't have the Ethernet cable plugged in. Fucking bit of carpet. Because you need your Ethernet cables. This goes into that, bang, and then this goes into here somewhere. Just move my rivet tool and my Dremel. Okay, and obviously this is all just going to work brilliant. Obviously it's currently working brilliant. See, however, you're seeing me here is obviously not cutting out or anything. I hope. So now it's time to go over here. I'm expecting that to be on, and it isn't. I think that's maybe set up as the second monitor rather than the first, so I'm going to switch the VDU cable, the folks I'll call them VDUs, the visual display unit cables. Put that one in that one and that one and that one. Okie dokie, let's see if we've got an image now. No. When in doubt, turn it off and on again. I don't like this screen because it's a capacitive touch, so you don't know when you've actually turned it on. And then input source, DVI-D, and then that one. No, it's no way. It's not giving me a display. Let's just do a wee sanity check. Does caps lock work? Caps lock works. Oh, we've got two keyboards plugged into the same thing for some reason. That was interesting. Don't know if you saw that, but this keyboard was plugged into here, and when I turned caps lock on this computer, on this keyboard, the caps lock light came on that, which was interesting, if you're into that sort of thing. The mouse is powered. We're not getting a display out of this, and we should be, really. So let's diagnose why that is. This is a new problem. I wish I could see Twitch chat, because for all I know, you know what I mean? Right, let's make sure we're plugged in here. I believe we are. Maximum respect to Limmy for giving me that monitor. And then, so it's this cable here. This cable here, let's just untangle it for everything when we're at it. Let's unplug this now. Remove that. And we'll just plug this in as it's plugged in as it can be. And it would be great if we saw the desktop. Yay! Desktop. Okie dokie. So, sitting down. That's good. I'm going to type in my very secure password. There we go. So we've now got a brand new installation of Windows 11, and it has got Wavecast installed on it, which is good. Oh, did you see them? They were just some wee mysterious sort of command prompt boxes that flickered up and then disappeared. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, what I would like to do is open the voice recorder, right? I didn't even know there was a voice recorder. I just sort of hoped there was one. Right, well, this is going well. Start menu's just sort of hanging. Aye, let voice recorder access your microphone. Of course! See this pish, man. This is what's... Oh, and it disappeared. It just disappeared without me hitting accept. And voice recorder hasn't opened. Let voice recorder access your microphone. Of course I want that. Right, we're off to a good start, aren't we? Look at all this nonsense. Imagine that in your operating system. Whose idea was that? This is maybe why I can't launch voice recorder. Voice recorder. And why can I close a thing? Delete voice recorder app from recent, but I haven't opened it recently because it wouldn't open. Voice recorder app. Let's just like open the location for it. Nah, you can't do that. Open. For fuck's sake. It's no down here. Anyway, let's just no bother with that then and open Elgato Wavecast. Wavecast is starting up. Connect to that remote PC. Connection failed. Okay. Connect. Connection failed. Okay. Maybe it's no switched on downstairs. So let's go downstairs and switch it on. And when I'm downstairs, I can find out if you've been watching this for the full time. Oh, jings. Johnny TK, how do you do? Johnny TK. Did all of that work brilliant? Was all of that okay? Did it cut out a bit too small? Nah, offline 10:30. Spoggers, are you at it? How much of that did you see and how much of it did it all cut out? Brilliant. Johnny TK, thank you very much for your Prime sub. Welcome in. How's it going? Well, I think that was Marky. I think that was Marky ZXR. Marky ZXR, thank you very much for subbing. Johnny, thank you very much for your Prime sub. So, saw every chaotic second. Brilliant. And it didn't cut out too much or anything like that. And you heard me and all of that. That's pretty cool. No lag at all, no cutting out. Wonderful. Well, at least something's working good. That's really reassuring and really good to hear. I'm quite happy at that. Okay, to the matter at hand then. Let's configure Wavecast. See, I don't think the software was open on the computer downstairs. There we go. So I've just hit connect here, right? I've just hit connect. And we're not seeing the microphone that I'm looking for, right? But it's probably just because it's not plugged in. But basically, this piece of software now says connected. And that is the piece of software that I was trying to configure upstairs. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Is that Mr. Bean crossed with 1030? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mr. Bean, I related to Mr. Bean quite a bit when I was a wee guy. And then it's because I found out I was autistic. Shall we head upstairs? Aye, Linux guys don't really like going out of the house. That's why they're Linux guys. Chameleon, this setup probably is one to set the current mic to the Lofts PC, but you can flip it around on either side just by doing this. So, if I do that, here is all the audio devices from the upstairs machine. Oh, can you hear something in the background? I think what you can currently hear in the background, so this is at on, right? And this is at off. Listen to the difference here if I stop speaking. Do you hear me putting something off and on? A hiss in the background? I think that is just the default microphone sound from upstairs. Can hear cars and such? Fucking yes, lads. Here, I think we've figured this out. All it took was completely replacing the computer. I think we've got a bit of loft noise on the go. I think we've got some ambient wild track loft noise on the go. Jesus Christ. Well, I daren't touch any of that. Dando, lads isn't a gendered term. You're one of the lads, Dando. I think I even called you lad in a text recently. Or maybe it was just mate. Mate is a wee bit less gendered than lads. Lads, lads, lads. I mean like the Omni lad. Is anybody offended except for Dando that I used lads there? Anyway. Peachy McKeach and Chicken Chaser, thank you very much for your audio support. Chill bro, that's funny. Sorry, rifted. I'm so excited I did a rift. Here folks, I think we have now fixed the audio, but I don't want to celebrate too soon. Aye, Robocop guy. So not only does the new phone work, and you can hear and see everything brilliant, but we might have some ambient loft noise. How good is that? There we go. A great non-gendered term is just calling everyone shagger. Dando knows about the term shagger. Sorry, that seemed accusatory. That wasn't meant to be Dando's partner went famous on the internet because there was a viral video of a waitress bringing them drinks, and Dando's partner Alex went, "Oh yes, Shagger," and he just forgot where he was. Dando was absolutely affronted. People who don't know me think I'm a mad shagger now, James. Well, listen, it's not a bad thing, is it? It's not a bad thing. Dearie me. And now people that didn't know that story thought that I was just pure, you know, hitting out with edgy patter. Anyway, I'm not good at talking. I'm good at fixing computers. Shall we head back upstairs and continue fixing these computers? I think we bloody well should. Comrade, aye, comrade's good. We need more comrades now more than ever. I've now got that Shagger song in my head. Shall I stick it on? If you haven't seen this, you need to. What's it called again? Adsy Boy. If you've seen this, mental. Is it not on YouTube? If it's in my head, it needs to be in your head. We need to have a wee break because it looks like everything's working. No, this can't play. Nah, it's happening. I'm already, the wheels are in motion, I'm afraid. And I'm showing you him to, like, laugh at him. Not because I think it's good. And after this one, I won't put Promise on, but Promise is good as well. Look at this. Know how it looks like that play button sort of cut off? You might think that's something to do with my stream and OBS. No, that's the way I'm seeing it as well. I think it's because his aspect ratio is a non-16:9 aspect ratio. But look, why is this up here and that's here as well? This interface is all shite, isn't it? Why is there a range of buttons above the timeline and also below it? Just clump them together. There's room here, isn't there? That's weird. Anyway. Let's get this down our ear holes.
They call me Shagger, cause I always shag her. Black, white, big, small, as long as she looks fire. Curves in the bikini, she's the baddest with the ass up.
It's loud, it's loud. I can't actually hear anything. It's loud.
Down the pleasure beach, you best believe I always back her. They call me Shagger, cause I always shag her. I see her looking when I walk in with
you're
a
lucky.
swag.
You're lucky that my audio configuration isn't set up. Like, I can't actually hear anything, so Monmo will just know. I was just laughing at his torso. Right, I feel good, man. I feel good. Cause I always shag her. What are you talking about, you clown, man? In your own time, right, you should check that guy out. He's deadly serious. He's not a comedy figure or anything. He's like playing it pure seriously. Check out that one. It's called Pleasure Beach. Check out another one called Promise. It's equally as funny. Guy's just got no self-awareness at all, man. It's basically, the song's about, like, promise you'll never leave me, even though I'm, like, horrible. Oh, God. Whenever I feel, like, kind of low, I'll watch that and I feel much better about myself. It's really something special. I better watch what I'm saying, man. He probably goes to the same Asda that I go to, you know, and he could kick my head in, right? But what he couldn't do is fix a multi-room sound issue, and it looks like I've just done that. The girlfriend in the video is looking like a pure hostage. Aye, totally. And it's interesting how one of the tracks is about, I'm a shagger, shag women, and the other track's like, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Sorry, I did all the bad stuff. I don't know, man. There is an incongruity there. Anyway, let's stop talking about that guy. Give it half an hour, I'll be watching the Stand Tall guy. I've got maybe 4 or 5 guys and they're all local, and they're all good, but like just bad examples of human beings, man. But I think all of them live within maybe a 15-minute drive for me. Because as soon as, like, see when I see a guy like that, right, I need to just consume everything, consume all his YouTube shorts, just get to the bottom. I don't really drink, I don't smoke anymore, don't do anything like that. But see when I see a guy that just makes my face flush, I feel something out it, do you know what I mean? And so I need to just really pursue it to the depths of. Anyway, don't worry about it. We'll watch him another time. But he popped into my head there, and it just tickles me that guys like that exist. Riddicore, aye, 100%. It is shite no drinking. It is. I'm not a non-drinker, but I'm just like. I don't smoke though. I'm a non-smoker. I got into the vape recently, right? So I smoke nicotine. I'm trying to clamp that. So after Fred died, I was very tempted to get back on weed, right? But I've got a problematic relationship with cannabis. So I was like, I need something instead of that. And so I got back on just vaping. And for me, that's better than smoking weed, but it's still not very good. I feel like shit, man. See, vaping just makes me feel all like heavy and rubbish. So my next thing's to clamp that without getting back smoking weed. But it's quite good that I've not been smoking weed. By no drinking or doing anything's rubbish, man. But all that energy I'm manifesting in Twitch streams. You know what I mean? You're on the Nicky chud. What's that? Like the nicotine under your lips or whatever? I dropped my vape down the hole where the handbrake is in my work van the other day. It's just like, oh, straight to hell, man. Straight down to hell. Hopefully that won't get clogged up. Hopefully your vape won't get clogged up in some sort of unnecessary mechanism, like when you need it. Super D, how you doing, Super D? Thank you very much. Man yells at computer. Well, I feel quite good now. I feel quite good because it looks like all the work that I've done over the past 12 hours has actually paid off. It looks like, and I might be celebrating too soon, but it looks like we might be back in business, folks. It looks like my loft setup might be good. Aye, Marky, aye. So it was about a month ago. We got a wee book made recently, and I've still to show you that, all these photos. But it was quite sudden. We only really knew about it for a couple of weeks, and we thought we had about a year left with him, and then overnight it seems like he got diabetes and started having seizures and stuff. So he was very, very comfortable until the last 24 hours, and he just wasn't doing good at all. He was like, wasn't good to see him like that. So I made a difficult decision. But aye, he's a good wee dog. When I got off the vape, I got right on the Jaffa cakes. I think I should go back. They should do Jaffa cake flavoured vape juice, shouldn't they? Deary me. So what's Nicky chud, Dando? You and your young person partner, I don't understand what any of that means. Holding the wee orange jelly under your lip like a snus is the sort of thing that Zaffer cakes might get addicted to. I'm on the Jaffas. Snuff, right. Or snus. I remember there was somebody who was a student when I was a student, and she came over. She was from like Sweden or somewhere, Norway, something like that, one of them. And she's like, here, have you had these before? And I was like, I've had everything. She's like, have you had them though? And I'm like, no, what's that? And it was a wee pack of nicotine that you put. And she's like, watch yourself. And I'm like, I'll watch, fuck it. I don't like that. And my God, man, I needed to just go and lie down. They're legal, but too much. And it wasn't good as well. I was just like, oh dear. I've seen cunts go green. Aye, quite kind of unpleasant. This stuff was like ultra strength. I think most people whitey from them when they try them for the first time. I didn't properly whitey, but I didn't feel good, basically. Um, but that to me is kind of like cigarettes, right? Where first couple of times you try them, you'll feel like shite, and then you keep taking them to stop feeling like shite. Like there isn't a good part. See, like actual drugs, you know what I mean? Make you feel brilliant, but then they make you feel brilliant too much that you want to feel brilliant all the time. Whereas with snus and with cigarettes, you don't have that euphoria or anything. At least I didn't. Cheers, Marky. Sorry that you're just learning about all of that. Too much nicotine's a horrible feeling. Aye. Have you seen all these clowns, man? The Californian tech bros, right? On Reddit are talking about, well, nicotine gets a bad rep because it's found in cigarettes, but actually nicotine can be useful as a nootropic. So at certain times you might want to take nicotine to help your focus and concentration. And then underneath folk are like, aye, but it's fucking highly addictive. And they're like, aye, but I'll be able to take it just in moderation because I won't get addicted because I know about the dangers. And so if I need it just for a certain, if I'm doing a job application or if I'm, honestly, man, same account, click in 3 days ago, they're like, how do I get off this stuff, man? I'm tanning 5 snus things an hour. Help me. I am desperately addicted to nicotine. But it's coming back, man. So I don't think cigarettes are coming back, but you've got all these wee tech bros that are getting into nicotine for the first time. But it is what it is. I caged a Marlboro Red off a guy straight after giving blood. My God. Super D says, never had a cigarette. What's the upside? Aye. They do kind of look cool, right? Sometimes. It depends. If you're an attractive person smoking a cigarette, kind of looks cool. If you're an unattractive person smoking a cigarette, kind of looks a bit scummy, right? If you're out on a night out in a pub or something, by far the best conversation is outside at the smokers area. By far, 100%. And you feel like you're in a wee club. You feel like you've got a kinship and a connection with whoever you're smoking with. Because it's us and them. It's that lot inside. And then it's us. We're the boys, do you know what I mean? Sorry, Dando. We're the pals. We're outside. Here, give your lighter. No, look, we share this wee com. Here, would you make it fucking... Aye, did you hear about... Did you find out about... Sorry? Aye. His own sister. Aye. Stuff like that, right? Whereas... And so that's where all the conversation and stuff happens. But in order to get into that club, you need to like be prepared to die earlier than that lot inside. So I don't know what the solution is, man. I think maybe like if you get a vape, but with a reduced nicotine vape. But I don't think you've got that option. See if you go into a shop nowadays and you're buying vape juice, I don't think you can get reduced nicotine version. I think it's just like they will cram it with as much as they're legally allowed to encourage you to keep buying it. You can mix it yourself. I know, but who's going to get into that? Who's going to get into that? The vapes themselves just make you feel like shite. Aye. Since I've been onto this vape recently, I'm just waking up and I feel like dug meat, man. I feel horrible. I feel worse than if I was taking actual drugs the night before. So, I wonder, is there a vape that doesn't have loads of nicotine in it that you can just buy for the shop without doing your own chemistry? You know what I mean? It's wild that tobacco was ever allowed. It was very profitable, man. That's why it was allowed. Also, in work. So if you go into work, you're allowed to just go outside and piss about if you smoke. Go into work, answer your emails, sit and blether to somebody for an hour. Right, that's me away outside for 10, maybe even 15 full minutes to do fuck all. See you in a wee minute, right? And you're allowed, perfectly allowed to do that multiple times a day. What? Imagine you didn't smoke. You're like that to your colleagues. Right, that's, see anything comes in, yous need to do it, because I'm just going to go and piss about outside for a wee while, okay? So, heads down, folks, and I'll be in maybe quarter an hour or something like that. See you soon. So, smoking does have its advantages. But there we go. Mind the wee menthol pop capsules and the filters that came out? Ah, you just knew that was bad for you. Smoking areas, how reform got started. That's why there needs to be sound folk like us out there to like correct any misconceptions in conversation. Oh, here, I never told you. Rachel and I went to B&M Bargains recently. I love B&M Bargains, right? And as we were walking in, there was a guy sitting with a dog, and it was a cool dog, so I'm just looking at this dog. And what I didn't notice, because it was kind of crowded, but I didn't notice until it had happened, is that there was an older guy standing up, and I didn't even clock him until I noticed a break in the pattern. And the pattern was he was handing out leaflets, and then he saw me, and he just like retracted the leaflet that he was going to hand out. And I was like, what? Because I was distracted with the dog. And I looked at the leaflet, and it was reform. And so I just started laughing because he must have clocked me and went, nah. Nah, not giving it to him. And like, I didn't know what was going on until after it happened. So it's not as if I was ready for it or primed or had an expression on or I was ready for a fight. Nothing like that. He just clocked me and went, nah. So I'm a wee bit flattered at that. You know what I mean? I don't look like one of them or anybody who could be convinced via the medium of print to turn into one of them. So that's kind of cool. So I was all just sort of taken aback for that, but feeling kind of good, I suppose. But he's maybe had a brief. So whoever gave him the leaflets is like, only give them out to old folk or something like that. I didn't have the autism trousers on, no. I looked as normal as I do, as I can. So I was walking in, and I was like, Rachel, because she was up ahead of me a wee bit. And just as the double doors closed behind me, so there's like an entrance and an exit, you need to like go round to get to the exit. So as I was going in, the double doors were closing behind me, and I heard the guy with the dog say, aye, all these immigrants, because he was talking to an old woman about reform. And I was like, yeah, fuck. And I was ready, but I couldn't. I was sort of encapsulated in the entrance bit, and it was all confusing. So as I was walking round, I was getting all ready, do you know what I mean, for like at least a glare, do you know what I mean? You probably saw you didn't have any missing teeth. My teeth are fucked, man. My teeth look like they are influenced via the politics of Nigel Farage. Hello TD, welcome in. But by the time I got outside, they disappeared. So I was like, right. But I felt amazing that he thought that I didn't deserve a leaflet. That's just brilliant. I feel better. I've been off it a week now. Good, Dando, that's brilliant. Dando, have you got any vices anymore? And how does it feel to be pure just raw dogging reality? Like, is that any good? What have you got? Like chocolate? Like, what have you need some? So if you mix it yourself, if you've got vape juice, but then you can't buy like the tenner vapes, you need to buy like a £50 vape with wee capsules and all that, and sit there like Roscoe with it, like squeezing things into the stuff and all of this. Then it becomes a thing, doesn't it? Then like you're in deep because you've invested in it and all of that. But if you mix it yourself, does it still make you feel like shite? Popcorn lung does sound brutal, it does, Always annoys me that most places sell disposable vapes instead of just normal vape juice for refillable vapes. Well, Rye3D, I've recently researched all of this sort of stuff, and recently it became illegal to sell vapes which are one-use disposable, at least in Scotland. Other areas of the United Kingdom are backwards and might not you know, their laws might not be the same. But at least in Scotland, it's now illegal to sell disposable single-use vapes. So that's good, because there was a lot of waste happening there. So I wanted to buy my dad a vape, because my dad's still smoking cigarettes, right? I wanted to buy him a vape for his birthday recently, right? So I went in and I got one, but it turned out that was a disposable one. So the local post office in my town, which I won't tell you where it is because it'll be doxing myself, are still to this day selling illegal vapes. You imagine that? But I now know more about them in the past couple of weeks than what I want to know about them in the past wee while. Even the zero nicotine juice felt crap, honestly, buggered my lungs too. I need to get off that. So I used it as a, and I'm still smoking it, but I feel like shit, man. I feel just as if I'm dreaming all the time. I've got dental issues which have sort of flared up since I've started smoking the vape as well. I should really clamp it. I need to clamp it. But I'm very glad that I used it at a point where, not to justify my own, because it is an addiction. It is essentially an addiction. But I bought it because I was very, very tempted to buy weed. And I'm like, I'm not buying weed. I'm off that for the foreseeable future. And I got this instead, and that comes with all its own pish. But so I could go down one of two routes. I could just give that up as well, which is the right solution, or I could buy one of those special vapes that you can refill yourself and buy all the special juice solutions and sit there with a pipette or whatever. I don't want to go down that route. I want to just clamp it and not smoke vapes, because what's the best that can come out of that? Nothing good can come out of that. No more having to shower, wash here and chuck my clothes straight in the washing machine after a night out once the band came in. Aye, totally. Cigarettes are stinking. Cigarette companies used to sponsor everything from art to car racing. It was everywhere. Yep. Now I think they can still sponsor car racing, but I might be wrong. Annoyed me so much in the call centres, always waiting for the smokers to come back. Aye. As somebody who has been a smoker from time to time, it's great just being allowed to just go and piss about. Worked with non-smokers on the sites and they fucking hated me because I had to nip away for a smoke. I'm like, I can't help it, it's a disease. Amazing. Dessert cigarettes is what my mate calls the pop mentals. Is that B&M and Home Bargains? Aye, it might have been B&M, might have been Home Bargains. I get them mixed up. It's the specs in it. I don't know, man. You don't look like a racist, or anybody who's racist adjacent, so that's good. Maybe he's just a fan. Aye, maybe he watches the stream. He's like, nah, that guy's can't be converted. But I thought that was quite good. I felt really good. Deary me. No neurodivergent dude. I love how he was able to see me and process what internal filters he had, all within the space of a second or two. As quick as this. Here you go. Nope. Here you go. Like, just instantly, he caught my vibe. Flattered, man. And as I said, I didn't have my guard up. I didn't know who he was until after it had happened, so I wasn't ready for a fight. I wasn't posturing or anything like that. I was just distracted by a wee dog. Flower Biffy says, I gave up smoking about 18 years ago. Mostly don't think about it, but this week found myself really envious of someone just hoovering up a cigarette. I thought about going to get some for about 5 seconds, but I'd be straight back into 20 a day, so not even a vape for me. Aye, totally, that's how they get you. My mum stopped smoking for years and years, and then it was a cleaner in her work. She came in early and the cleaner was smoking a cigarette and she's like, "Gonna give me one of them?" Bang, she's been a full-time smoker for decades after that happened. But I think she'd stopped for 2 or 3 years, and just one of them means that bang, that's you straight back into it. I had a rowdy with a guy pulling leaflets for UKIP through the doors back in the day. Asked him to stop and he went, "It's my right to put it through your door." I just asked him if that was a European law and he called me something uncharitable and walked off. Leaflets stopped though. Brilliant. I wonder if they're getting paid or what, or if they're just doing it under their own racist accord. Dandy says, had a guy walking about my bit, smart looking and that, but he'd lost the plot and was saying how this country was shite now. Looked at me and went, you're putting up with it. Defo feeling the brain rot, more out and about. Aye. I think more and more people are being disenfranchised with various things, and more they're being told that it's that lot's fault. And there's a drip feed. I was speaking to one of my colleagues recently, and she's saying on her TikTok, all she's getting is misinformation about COVID vaccination still. She's a mum, right? She's a mum to, I think, 3 children. And it's all about protect your children. COVID vaccinations are bad. The latest, and she didn't believe it or anything. She's cool. Her brain is good and she values things. But she's getting fed this stuff constantly. And the latest misinformation, and it's all AI generated pish, man. AI is a liar. AI's content's just feeding us slop that is being used to misinform. But the latest thing is turbo cancer. Have you heard of turbo cancer? So apparently, if you get vaccinated nowadays, that can create a medical condition called turbo cancer, which sounds horrible, doesn't it? I don't want that, whatever that is. Jesus Christ. So, what's going on, man? They've just made them rechargeable with removable pods, so nobody's actually buying the refill, so it's basically the same thing repackaged. I see. They've made them technically refillable, but they still get chucked in the bin. I see. Quit snitching, says Mitzi. They're still basically disposable if you can't refill the juice. Same shite with a USB port on. Won the nicotine salts and I'm fine on that. Interesting. Apparently the ones with charging ports can only charge a few times. Haven't verified it myself. I see. It's mad how for a wee while, right, a lot of folk had stopped cigarettes. But vapes weren't as popular. And there was a time period in about for a year or so where it looked like we'd conquered smoking. And then the tobacco companies were like, no, just do this instead. And it worked. Vape should have been nipped right in the bud. 100%. Pursue, I can't read that out because it's technically TOS. But you do you. I mind when vapes first came out about, Alex was affronted by them. Said they made cunts look like futuristic bounty hunters. Was it a Frankie Boyle bit? Or was it a guy I used to teach? Somebody, not me, right, but somebody said, I think it's maybe a Frankie Boyle stand-up bit. Somebody says that they were with their pal and they were smoking a cigarette and their pal's like, that's bad for you. You're smoking, tobacco and all of that. What are you doing that for? Meanwhile, the pal had his vape plugged into the USB port of a PlayStation. The cunt was literally smoking a PlayStation, giving out that cigarettes are bad for you. Don't smoke a PlayStation. No way. My dad was 20 a day, man. He just stopped one morning, said it was a hassle and couldn't be arsed. There you go. That's how to do it. I've been at my parents' for most of my life. Just wee gentle hints sometimes, other times very ungentle, big sweary rants. They don't want to stop. That's just going to be them. My mum stopped for about 2 or 3 years also. Back after, same as before. Smoked since she was 13 or something, minus that wee break. Winds me up how easily she went back. Aye. I mean, it is just chemically engineered to burn right through your brain. They've got such a hook on you. Was it Hitchens, the good Hitchens, not the bad Hitchens, said that giving up cigarettes was harder than giving up heroin? I don't know how true that is. But it's not an easy thing. What I would say is Alan Carr's easy way to stop smoking helped me out back in the day. And before I properly this gets into me, I need to quit the vape again. Hello, Jack's finest son of Cambridge. Because it's making me feel rough, man. You've had turbo diarrhea, I'd imagine. It's like cancer, but you make a high-pitched whine above a certain RPM. Turbo cancer. It's wild, isn't it? It's actually called exposure to radioactive minerals, flipping turbo cancer, Euroturbo cancer clowns. It's weird, isn't it? Just all this misinformation. I think well, I'm not going to go into a conspiracy theory about conspiracy theories. I feel like Juul fucked it, which I think was made by Marlboro. Always follow the money into it. Was it Kevin Bridges? Aye. You wouldn't smoke a PlayStation. Wild. Imagine telling your younger self you could do that. Aye. I'm amazed still at the ability for me to speak to large language models and just ask them about stuff. See, when I've been installing Windows 11 and things, being able to just take a photo of the screen and be like, here, blah, 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 blah. And it answers like an expert would. Being able to go back in time and tell myself that is a possible end point is unreal. My brother frequently accuses me of smoking the PlayStation now whenever I vape. Sorry, I didn't attribute that to Kevin Bridges. Only I've been out at a night that Kevin Bridges has been out, but I never went over and said hello. But I think he's brilliant, man. And it's amazing to see him doing well. He's like selling out New York and stuff like that now, isn't he? Absolute legend. There's a good documentary on Netflix called Big Vape about the guys that started it, full of noble intentions to get folk off the fags, then the money and marketing folks got their hooks into them. It's making me feel a bit green, the vape, and I don't enjoy it, and it's hurting my teeth, man. I've got bad dental pain from it as well. And that dental pain's kind of getting into my eyeball. I'm waking up, I feel like shite. I feel just like I'm staring into the horizon and stuff like that. It's no good cognitively for me. Feels like it's sort of stunted my IQ by about 10 points or something. And I'm not getting any benefit out of it. So I need to quit the vape is what I need to do. I don't think there's a better version that I can get. I think I just wrap it. My granddad also just packed in the vapes a few weeks ago after being a smoker and then a vapor for 60 years. I just dropped it one day like it was nothing. I got the wrong Alan Carr stop smoking pick. Did you get the chatty man one? Hello Roscoe, how you doing? I quit for 8 years, one puff, and I was back on. Aye. Alan Carr is away for you too, Anna Realta. There you go. I get a year free Gemini Pro as a student. Oh, right. For any students. Interesting. I've only played about with that for the Nano Banana stuff. And I used that recently for something dead cool. Dando, remind me to send that to you. It's pretty cool. I can't tell you publicly what it is, though. It's for a thing that I was doing for somebody. It's like when we have the computer from Star Trek, just like a million times less reliable. Aye, it'll just lie to you as well. Old Holborn made me puke every time. Only the backy though. I had to check whenever I was on rotation. I was a Golden Virginia man for a long time. I smoked roll-ups. And then I got into Cutter's Choice because it was substantially cheaper. But I don't really care for actual real cigarettes anymore. Unless I'm drunk. If I'm drunk, I could just eat the tobacco straight for the pouch, man. Can you send me that Nano Nana? Nano Banana is part of Gemini, I believe, Dando. So when you're in Google Gemini, if you get it to generate an image, that is using Nano Banana, I believe. And it's all in it. I think. The tobacco stuff is all hidden behind the counter, but the fancy vape packaging is all on display with its fruity sweet flavours right on display. Big Tobacco played a belter there. Interesting. In my local garage, all the vape stuff is all hidden away, just like the tobacco stuff. So I wonder if that's a Scottish... I don't know where you are. No, I think you're in Scotland, Petropolis, aren't you? I don't know. Right, everybody. I think it's time to go back upstairs and we can try and configure this microphone thing. You into it? Get the lad back on the beach back, thanks in advance. Well, I can't hear out my speakers because my sound's all not set up. How's about this? How's about if we successfully set up the stream in the loft, I will get the guy on the beach as our closing end of stream celebration thing. In the shop downstairs for me, the vape stuff is literally next to the sweets, full on display. Interesting. And you're not in Scotland, are you, Chameleon? I forget who's Scottish and who isn't. It should be marked next to your names, just so that I can tell at a glance. Nothing against you if you're not from Scotland, but I just want to see at a glance. You're in Glasgow, alright, right, good. I mean, okay. Right, let's figure out how to do this, everybody. So the computer upstairs doesn't even have OBS on it, right? You're going to be watching... Aye, you'll just do the full thing through my phone. We'll just do the full thing through my phone until it's set up good. When it's set up good, we can then test it. You know what I mean? I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. Banning the single-use ones wasn't bad by itself, but it's an example of how utterly weak the governance is. Does fuck all to actually change anything real? Aye. Reminds me a wee bit of cookies. You know, the EU cookie law? Because they don't want websites doing dodgy stuff with cookies. But instead of fixing stuff, it just means that you need to now click through 5 separate things and all the settings are hidden behind sub-menus and everything's fucked. You know what I mean? It's an inefficient way of doing it, I guess. I instantly want a cookie, me as well. Okay, folks. Let's see if I can make this happen. Battery's at 75%. That's a good enough percentage. What we're going to do is simply just move on to this. Look at that for a seamless transition. Eh? Look at that for a seamless transition. So hopefully this won't... Look at the mess, man. Look at the mess that is my life. Hopefully this is all going to just work brilliant. And if I go upstairs... And first things first, what we need to do is get the Twitch chat on the screen. So turn off Windows Backup. And then I will open Zen browser. And what we need to do is plug in all sorts of crap into the computer, download OBS. But first we'll go to twitch.tv/1030. See, look at this cookies pish, man. Reject. Yes. Oh, just pop-ups everywhere. Fucking go away. Done. Yaldi. Look at this, folks. Eh? Carver says a lot of barbers and vape shops got raided recently to tackle drug gangs. Interesting. This camera's alright, innit? It's working kind of good. Wee bit of delay, but I think that's due to the way I'm streaming rather than anything else. Okie dokie. So, what I need to do... In fact, a lot of this stuff's already set up, I think. So I can now see Twitch chat, everybody, which is wonderful. What I need to do is download OBS. And we will set up OBS from this computer. So I'll do a wee... So let's download the Windows version of OBS. Right. And then... See, this is a problem. See this here? Because I can't really see... That's a lot better. I should have done that years ago, man. So, if I go to downloads... and we open the OBS installer. Oh man, my toothache is gowping. Right, so OBS is installing. Do I want the portable version of OBS? Nah, I can't be arsed with anything like that. Let's just go for the full fat version of OBS Studio. Let's get that installed. And after this, it looks like we will have a proper loft configuration, folks. Can you believe that? That's well exciting, isn't it? Sorry, I closed Twitch chat. That is well exciting. Cool. Right, so I'll keep this open. I'll just sort of minimize that over to here. OBS is installing brilliantly. Launch OBS Studio 32.0 point something. And then we will do a wee test. So I'll install OBS, then I'll go downstairs. So I'll just be using the virtual camera, thank you very much. Haha, it says Mike Ox. You see that? Look at that, everybody. For something kind of funny. Mike Ox. Haha. Mike Ox. Eh? That's banter. Wee bit of banter for yous. Okay, so I'm installing OBS. This is us. Apply settings, right? But then what we'd like to do is go into settings and change it from 30 FPS to 60 FPS. Like so. There we go. Changed my name to Mike Cox. It's good, isn't it? It's brilliant. Right, so that's us. We've got OBS set up upstairs. What we don't have currently is a secondary screen, right? So we need to fix that. And in order to fix that, I need to go back into the nest of cables under the computer. Let's put the torch on. But how mental is that all I had to do was completely replace the computer? That's wild. Okay, so which cable is it? It's this cable here. So if I just plug that into here. No. Like that. The other side of that cable is plugged into my computer downstairs. So that means I can sort the output of this into the input of downstairs, which is kind of cool. So let's add a video capture device. And I will call this source. I've done this about 5 times in the past 2 days. Source AverMedia. And I will choose this camera here, which isn't switched on, but now it is. Switch that on, switch that on, switch that off, switch that off, switch that off. Look at this pish. Did you see that? It just came in for the side with a big photo of Donald Trump. How did that happen? I'll try and achieve that again, just coming for the side of my screen. Who wants that, man? Does anybody use that for anything? That's obnoxious. Tell me reform. They're fucking, in my operating system, they're giving me propaganda about reform. How is that real? That's disgusting, isn't it? Do I want 20% off of Estee Lauder? Do I? Fuck. Chase yourself. So I need to get rid of all of that once I've set this up. Is that why they want us to have Windows 11? To be able to drip feed us pish? Anyway, look, so we now have this camera here. And I can put this on as well. And let's set up our AverMedia camera. Configure video. Oh man, my toothache is seriously bothering me. So under resolution, we will pick custom resolution of 1920 by 1080. And that's looking good. And then highest FPS, MJPEG, Rec 709, color range should be limited. But I think full looks better. But I don't think OBS uses full. And let's go for hardware decoding. Let's go for that. Cool. So we've now got our mad camera set up. That's good. And let's rename this to scene main camera. Okie dokie. And then what we can do is create a new scene. We will call this scene wide. Oh, caps lock's on. Wide shot. What am I doing? I'm holding a phone and I've got a phone holder right in front of me. So we'll call this scene wide shot. You're a wide shot. And then in here I will add a video capture device and I'll call this source obsbot, because that's the name of that camera that's over there. And that's the one that came up, so that's good. And I will put that at a custom resolution as well of 1920 by 1080. And stick hardware decoding on for that as well. So that is that camera over here. You see that? That's that one. And I think what we should do before we go any further is make sure that the microphone is working. It does look a wee bit framey, but I think that's just this computer not having the right graphics drivers or something on it. Doesn't look brilliant. But let's go into audio, right, and just disable all the audio, because all the audio is getting done via a different thing. Let's go into the AverMedia and tell it that I don't want the audio. There we go. And we'll mute that. So, in this audio setup here, what I'm going to do is, from this PC to the remote PC, use the microphone Rode NT, put it into that. I'm going to say this, the name of the Amazon virtual assistant. I wonder if I can mute myself when I'm saying it. Nah, I can't. Alexa, play the radio.
Playing BBC Radio Scotland.
Right, so I'm going to turn this up, and that's going into there. Right. Oh, and what I also need to do, I'm going to get a DMCA, man. What I'm going to do is preview that on that, right? And then let's go downstairs, man. I've been at this for about 4 days. Brutal. Right, how was the connection on that journey there? Was it all good? Did you hear and see me brilliantly? So, if I press this, I think you should be able to hear the radio. No. Let's go to the loft scene just now. And I'm going to click about and see if we can hear that audio, right? You can hear me, right? 10:30 giving us Sheryl Crow propaganda, 100%. Giving you BBC propaganda as well. Oh my god. Right. Right, we're hearing absolutely nothing, but we were hearing it earlier, weren't we, folks? We were hearing it brilliantly earlier. We're back to no hearing anything. We're back to where we were this time yesterday, man. What is going on? How come this is the world that we're in currently? Because this should all be working great. See if you go on the Elgato website, right? Oh, the ad copy for that is so simple. It's dead easy to set up. Dual PC audio should never be a headache, so buy our thing and it's just fucking dead easy and all of that. Is OBS taking exclusive control of the mic? No, I removed the mic from OBS. Is it broken since you installed OBS on the remote PC? Do you know it might be? I might go up and remove OBS. I think in Windows, so even though I removed the mic from OBS, in Windows there might still be a setting that says allow apps to have exclusive control over the microphone, isn't it? All of this would be much easier to do if I didn't have toothache right now. It's going right up into my eyeball, it's fucking sore. Let me have a wee think. So what I'm going to do is just briefly, so I've got some here called test. And that audio device is Wavecast Elgato Virtual Audio for Wavecast. That appears to be exactly what I'm after. That's good work beneath the headphones. Wavecast Virtual Hingwies. And then no matter what I choose, because remember earlier we did hear it working? Remember we heard it working brilliant? No matter which output I choose, default microphone, I'm going to have to install remote desktop upstairs again. Nah, man, none of these audio devices are coming through now. What a pain in the bahookie. We were nearly there. We were very nearly there. Weren't we? It's Turbo Cancer. What driver are you using? The onboard chipset one. Whatever that is. So it's like integrated audio and video. So is it Synaptech or something like that? But it seemed to be working before we installed OBS. Wasn't it? Do you remember that? I remember that. Whereas now, if I choose the correct microphone, it's not working. I look at Microsoft's app sharing security because it's bollocks. Looks like we need to go back upstairs, innit? But if we do go back upstairs, I won't know that it's working. Or well, you could tell me when the audio's doubled, basically. That would be a good way of doing it, right? So what I'll do is copy this device here and stick it into the scene where you can see what's coming out of this, right? That'll work. So if I go into here and then I paste this audio device, right? So that audio device is there. So whenever the audio is working from the loft, it should show up in this scene as a doubled thing, right? So hopefully at some point in the next wee while, the audio will be doubled and you will hear an echo of me. Right now, that's not happening. praised your audio device. I wish you would, John the Human. Okie dokie. Oh, there's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Did you hear Stone Cold Steve Austin in the background? I think I need to get rid of him by doing this. There we go. That's him away. Let's close that. Okie dokie, onwards. Sorry about that. I left yous down here, didn't I? I was supposed to take yous up with me. Left yous here. Let's have a wee look at the loft just to see if the video's coming in. Yep, video's coming in good and clear. And there we go. I just left yous here. I thought I was on the right scene. I just walked away for yous and started chatting upstairs. Right, sorry about that. But you're with me now, aren't you? I hope. It's honestly hard, this, man. It is really hard. Rips your head. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What am I even doing now? Right, okay. So, we've got a good setup. What happens if I close OBS? And disconnect the mic thing. Then connect the mic thing again. So right now, this Rode microphone should be going downstairs. And with OBS disconnected, are we hearing double? At any point, if you start hearing double, then please let me know. But I don't think you are you? Very strange. Right, so what should I be doing here? In Windows, I think there is a way of going into sound settings and telling it to like not give exclusive access. I go into sound settings here. Nah, my Windows menus aren't behaving right. Why can't I see that? Unless, how is it you get settings to a different window? It's like Windows key and arrow, isn't it? Something like that. Right, there we go. And then, okay, so is there a setting somewhere where, so choose an input for speaking or recording this microphone here, turn the volume up to about 80, and then I wonder if there is an option to allow this device is currently in use. Changing any properties during use may cause audio application issues. Right. Allow apps and Windows to use this device for audio. There's a button that says don't allow. Right, so look at this for a horrible user interface thing. Under audio, allow apps and Windows to use this device for audio. Well, yes, I do want apps and Windows to use the device for audio. But the current configuration is don't allow, but that's a button. So how am I supposed to interpret that? Does that mean the current setting for allow apps and Windows to use this device for audio is don't allow? Or is the current setting that it is allowing, but if I want it to not allow, I should then press the button? It's very unclear, isn't it? The language and communication here is very, very unclear. Clicking don't allow will disable it completely. Why does it fucking about? Just see if I plug a thing in, just make it available to everything. That's what I say. I mean, what if I do hit don't allow? And then I will hit allow again. Is default. Also use default for communications. Yep, use it for everything. It's DVD quality. I'm going to press a button, right, that'll do a wee test sound, right? And it might do a doo test sound. And that might be very, very loud, right? So just so you know, if you're wearing headphones or if you've got a sleeping Wayne on your chest or something, might be very loud quite soon. 3, 2, 1. Like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you hear anything at your end? Anything at all? TD says, ow my ears. Were you being sarcastic? Nideth, I had Wavelength 3 beta, but it was confusing stuff. Hello, Zafricakes. How you doing, Zafricakes? Welcome in. All of the Zafricakes people. If you're just joining here, which you are, I just want to say thank you very much for a lovely raid. It's a good raid. I'll take that raid. Zafricakes, next year everybody is doing the Fringe, and he texted me because I offered for him if he wants to live with me for the duration of the Fringe. How fun would that be, right? So just so that you know where he's going to be living, it's in this here, in my loft, basically, Bilal. So basically every night, if you just sort of climb up, right, and you can live inside here. It's called like a sleep pod, right? I need to zip it up for the outside because you can't zip it up for the inside. And do you know what I mean? You'd fit in that. You would fit in that. And £400 a night, mate. It's £400 a night is what's happening, if that's okay. That's quite nice. It is quite nice. See that in Edinburgh? £5,000 an hour. But since you're my pal and stuff, it is much substantially cheaper. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope you're doing good, man. I'm having technical difficulties, folks. So I'm in a situation where I've got quite a good stream set up here. I've got a camera here. I've got a camera here. I've got a camera over here. I've got another camera over here. And I've got a microphone here, right? And like a dedicated computer. So this is my loft. This isn't my main streaming space. But see, trying to get all of this configured so that I can stream from out down. Oh, it's causing me grief, man. It's causing me a lot of issues. And the current issue is that this particular microphone isn't working, and it should be working. It should be working downstairs, and I just can't get it working downstairs. not enough USB bandwidth available. There is, because none of these cameras, except for that one, is currently configured. Also, before I installed OBS, the microphone was working. But then I installed OBS, the microphone stopped working. And installing OBS won't alter the USB bandwidth. So even with OBS closed just now, and nothing using... Oh, we've also got a camera that does a microscope, which is cool. We've got a separate powered USB hub as well, which is good. But even with no cameras attached and just the microphone, I think there is something happening with OBS taking exclusive control of the mic or something like that. I mean, we've got so far. Surely we should be able to fix this. Elgato is a new audio transfer, so that's what I'm trying to use. It's called Wavecast, and I spent £45 on it. That's the software that I'm currently using. Elgato Wavecast. This is it here. But it's 35 quid. It's 35 quid plus tax, and the tax is 7 quid, so I paid about 40 something pound for it. If the Elgato software is designed for streaming games, then you wouldn't have OBS on two computers, would you? But you would. It's just an audio interface device. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's OBS or if it's anything else. It does sound like OBS is next to your mic. It does. Nothing suspicious at all about inviting a friend to sleep in the loft with numerous cameras already in place. 100%. It was working fine. Then I installed OBS. So, within Windows, let's open OBS. Although OBS is now closed. OBS isn't open. There is no running version of OBS in the background. And yet, it's buggered the mic. So that's weird, isn't it? What if you removed the mic from OBS and just let Wavecast capture it? That's what I did. That was the setup that I had, Chameleon. But something happened when OBS was being installed. Or something like that. Do you have Elgato OBS connector installed? I do not. No, I don't have that. Because I wasn't want to do anything audio-wise in OBS. All my audio was just going from this mic into Elgato Wavecast through the network into OBS downstairs. So this instance of OBS doesn't, shouldn't have any audio set up or anything like that. It should just be controlling the video. Let's open OBS and just go in, because sometimes it misconfigures things. So let's open OBS again. We'll go into settings. We'll go into audio. Disabled, put that back to disabled. And monitoring device. So you can't disable monitoring. So I'll put the monitoring device to just something else, to speakers, right? Rather than default. But all the other audio devices are disabled. There's nothing in the audio mixer here. So OBS shouldn't be touching audio at all. This camera's on the go, that's working good. Everything's a wee bit framier than what it usually is, which maybe suggests there is like a Windows thing that's not working or something. I don't know, man. Anyway. Let's do the thing in OBS that you do where you go to help, log files, upload current log file, and I'll upload that and I will analyse it on the internet. No critical issues. It's warning me that I've got an integrated GPU. The hardware is generally not powerful enough to be used for both gaming and running OBS. That's fine, I'm not gaming. Situations where only sources from e.g. cameras and capture cards used might work. So I am not gaming on this, I'm just sitting in OBS. So it's not giving me any critical errors or anything. But there's definitely something happened. Before I install OBS, everything works fine. After I install OBS, it doesn't work at all. I've just accidentally shut down my Twitch chat again. So let's open this. If anybody's said anything good in the past minute or so, please retype it because I accidentally shut it down. I'm very sorry. So it's exciting, this, isn't it? How did we get here doing this? It'd be really good if you could hear me doubled right now, but I don't think you can hear me doubled. I honestly thought that this is 4 days I've been at this. 4 days it's taken me to not get this working. So this PC, let's choose Rode NT USB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've now got 2 instances of one microphone for some reason. Couldn't tell you what is going on. Are you using Wavelink? Currently I'm not. So previously I say previously, same computer, same setup and everything, I had the beta of Wavelink 3 and also Wavecast. And so I had summed my application audio and the mic audio within Wavelink 3. And I was putting the output of Wavelink 3 into Wavecast and then taking that downstairs. But I thought, since I've managed to get it reinstalled, so I've completely reformatted Windows and stuff. I've got Windows 11. I tried reformatting it and a couple of times and then Wavecast wouldn't even install. So I've managed to get like a Goldilocks installation of Windows 11 set up. So Wavecast is installing, but I've not yet installed Wavelink because this was all working. So about an hour ago, I could hear this microphone in OBS downstairs. I could hear it fine. And it was all good. And then I came upstairs, I installed OBS. And this setting hasn't changed. Well, I'm now seeing a duplicate of my microphone here, but no matter what one I choose, you still can't hear it downstairs. So I don't want to install Wavelink on top of whatever problem this is, because this was working until I installed OBS. You know what I mean? To get Legacy Sound Control Panel run that, I guess I need to type it. Fucking Rachel Reeves in my sidebar. What we're calling it? msys.cpl. mmsys.cpl. Okie dokie. So I think that's showing up on a separate monitor. So I'm going to hold Windows and an arrow key. That. Sound. It's Windows and arrow key to move a thing to a separate monitor, isn't it? Windows, arrow key. No. Alt and arrow key. Windows, Alt, arrow key. Can you disable exclusive mode so OBS can't take control of the mic? In device properties advanced. Cool. 2 seconds, let me just mirror my desktop displays, because I think display settings, mirror, duplicate these displays. There we go. Keep changes, escape out of that. Close this. Cool, so sound just isn't showing up. Oh no, it was showing up. Right, so I want to disable exclusive. So how is it you do that? So mmsys.cpl. This is good. Oh no, I opened it in fucking Bing. MMsys.cpl. Okay. Okay, so this is us here. And what have we got? Okay, disable exclusive mode, so OBS can't take control of the mic in device properties. So, recording, right? And it's this mic here. 1, 2. I think it should be that one. Aye, so it's this one here. And then in properties. And then advanced. Uncheck, allow applications to take exclusive. I mean, who would even have that checked? Then hit apply. So that's good. And then all of this settings looks good. And let's look at all the other stuff. Under Wavecast, I should probably do the same. Apply. And that should be us. So let me just see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's a wee bit quiet, even though I've got it up loud. Let's just bang it to 100. Let me have a look at everything else. Why is it giving me what sounds I want for notifications right next to my microphone settings? Who designed this, man? Reduce the no, don't reduce the volume of anything, man. Don't reduce anything. Don't mess with... Oh, I accidentally closed it. Hey, do you want me to just piss about with all your settings? No, mate. See whatever I set up, make them just persist. It's wild that it does this by default, isn't it? All the very best, Bowdy. Thank you very much for coming in. So, let's enable that. So the speakers is Synaptics HD Audio is the driver that I'm using. And microphone is the Rode NT USB. So let's double click that and make sure, yep, all of that has persisted. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Cool. So there's other stuff which is disabled and I don't really care for that. Under communications, do nothing. All of that's good. Under recording for Wavecast, all of that looks good. Put the levels up to 100. All of that looks good. Roscoe, I absolutely don't know what you're talking about, Roscoe. What didn't she do? Nah, you probably know more about that than I do. You work in radio sometimes. They don't let me work in radio because I do graphics, and radio have rarely got a use for graphics. This man knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'll find out, right? We should pitch that. I was speaking to somebody in there recently, telling them about my Halloween streams and stuff, and they're like, if you sat down with the commissioning editor to pitch for a TV show? I was like, no. They're like, you should get a lunch in with Louise and just see what she's looking for, and you could maybe make a TV show. And I'm just like, no. I mean, I would like to, but what am I going to make a TV show about this? And the TV shows they've got now are like Grado and Judith drive in a car. Nothing, I like Grado and Judith, I think they're both brilliant. But I couldn't make that show, do you know what I mean? Or Miss Hooley and Victor swim in a loch, and like that's a good show and stuff, but I couldn't make that show. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't know how to begin doing stuff like that. So maybe I'll go in and I'll sit down with the commissioner editor and I'll be like, right, me and Roscoe are getting to the bottom of this Kay Adams shite. You into it? It's like Tomorrow's World, but exactly like Tomorrow's World, 100%. Roscoe says, hearing on the grapevine that Kay Adams made 10:30 make graphics of her where she was 100 foot tall and she kept taking big shites. Dearie me. We said, you're not allowed anywhere near Judith. That's not happening, mate. Right, I'm getting distracted here. In input, I've got Rode NT USB. All of that should be working brilliant. All of that should be working brilliant. The input volume is up to 100%. Even though it's barely sort of tickling the output. It seems to be limiting it somewhere. Oh. Output volume's right up. Volume mixer is in a whole different screen for some reason. Why is that there? Elgato Wavecast's volume is down to 1 here. Input device. Why have I got 2 applications called Elgato Wavecast? Input device is Rode NT. Output device is speakers Rode NT. Let's do that twice, just in case. Saw her a couple of months ago in the BBC and she said she liked my new hairstyle. No, she didn't. I imagine she did. Roscoe and my dad, could you stop fighting in my chat, please? Thank you. Dear me, took Grado to a McDonald's once. That was an experience. I like Grado. I've met Grado a couple of times and he's a good guy. And I work with Judith quite a bit and she's brilliant, man. She's a good pal. You should put Wavelink back in because it is a setting for the XLR mic that don't show up in other apps. All right. I mean, let's reinstall Wavelink 3 beta. Shall we do that, folks? What's interesting here, though, is there is 2 in my volume mixer in Windows. We back? Are we back? I accidentally clicked a thing, which meant that it goes away. Well, Night Death, are we back? We're no back, are we? One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can hear me but can't see me? Brilliant. That's good, isn't it? Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Back good now? We're back good now. So, Night Death, it has to be the beta because Wavelink 2 can only see microphones that are Elgato branded microphones, which this isn't. And so in order to use a generic USB microphone, it has to be Wavelink 3. So Wavelink 2 won't work. Has to be Wavelink 3. And the only version of Wavelink 3 is the beta of it. Can get Wavelink in the bin. I fucking lamb. This is brutal, mate. I've been at this for 4 days. I've reinstalled Windows 11 countless times. My living room is all just buggered for like this. I'm on my second computer. And I'm further along than what I've ever been. But I'm so far away at the same time. And I've got other stuff I should be doing. So in my volume mixer just now, right, I've got 2 instances of Elgato Wavecast. Right? For some reason. And one of those instances is at 1%. thank you beneath the headphones. I don't want the world though. I just want it to work. And can I turn this up? No, I can't turn it up. Why can't I turn that up? Can't mute it, can't turn it up, can't do fuck all, man. I hate it. OBS to Wavecast instead of mic to Wavecast. Well, Hugh TV, previously when I've done OBS to HDMI, because out of this computer is an HDMI cable that's running into the computer downstairs, right? And HDMI is controlling the video that you get from all of these cameras. But whenever I also put the audio through the HDMI, the audio was coming through OBS, and that would cause the drift to happen. So if the Elgato software was working right, which it should be, then the audio doesn't need to go anywhere near OBS. The audio can just go straight to round OBS through the network. Do you know what I'm going to do? Laxonian, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome in. There was so much hope when we heard the ambient loft noise earlier. Aye. Why can't we hear ambient loft noise anymore? We heard the ambient loft noise, then installed OBS, then no more ambient loft noise. So something that happened, maybe we're being superstitious, maybe it's something completely different, but something happened when we installed OBS that has buggered the full setup. Laxonian, thank you very much for subbing. I don't know what this button does, but I'm clicking the button anyway. Keep clicking it once a month. Thank you very much, Laxonian. Do you know what I should maybe do? What about a wee courtesy restart, eh? Just a wee courtesy restart. We've done a lot to this computer today. What about a wee courtesy restart? When in doubt, turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. Job done, eh? Restart. Just a wee courtesy restart. And I'll just sit here assuming that you can still hear and see me. Hi, folks. How's it going? Take you a wee tour of the loft. That's the bag of cunts. Llama enjoys the bag of cunts. Does it still say cunts? Not quite. But that's where that lives over there. There's my R2D2s. Finish them at some point. Just after the bubble robot, right? Some collection of bits. Shall we get the lights on? Shall we get the... I think I just knocked down my bin. Shall we get the coloured lights on? Because that'll improve the ambience. Let me just log back into this. We'll get the coloured lights on and that'll cheer us all up. So under here we've got a wee button. Look at these. Whoa, what? Whoa, look at that. That's good content, isn't it? I got the streaming lights so that I look good. So now that I've done a courtesy restart, what is obviously going to happen is it's going to work great. Oh, it's just going to work great. So before I try anything, let's get the chat back up. Click on that. And we'll do this, and we'll do this, and there we go. Okie dokie. So let me just double click Elgato Wavecast once again. OBS isn't open, right? Wavecast is currently starting up. I will connect to the remote PC, and there we go. So, disconnected. No remote PC found. So that's interesting because there is a remote PC downstairs that is loading, that's currently got Wavecast set up in it. See this Elgato company, man, the more I interact with their software, this cost me just about 45 quid. There is a remote PC though. There is a remote PC down the stairs with this launched on it. Is this going to make me walk back down the stairs? Here, everybody, who dares me to walk back down the stairs? I think we have to. I think we need to walk back down the stairs, folks. I hate it. I hate getting on the computer. I hate everything. It's rubbish, isn't it? Technology. Got a microphone, got special software and all of that. 40 odd quid, 4 days of my life. Does a microphone? No, it doesn't work. Hold on. Pepper, could you help me out, please? I feel sad, Pepper. Could you help me out and we can have a wee scratch of Pepper, dog? Are you in your stupid wee bed? Oh, wee Pepper in her stupid... Can I scratch your bum? Oh, I'll scalp your bum. Hiya, here she's there. Oh, a wee scratchy Pepper dog. Oh, you wee good girlie, ain't you? Yes. Yeah, you wee good girl in your wee stupid bed. Are you coming up on my knee? I'm not even sitting down properly. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry, I just needed to be cheered up. Because of the microphone. Oh, jigga, jigga, jigga. Because of the microphone push, ain't it? Oh, you do big stretches? Yeah, good girl, do big stretches. You a wee funny dog? You're a tiny wee doggy, aren't you? You're just tiny. Oh, hi, you coming up? That's you. Hiya. Hiya, your ears inside out. Eh? Oh, you wee good doggy. Oh, you wee good doggy. Look at you, you're toty. Yeah, scratching under that chin. There we. Oh, you've been a great help. Thank you very much for this. Thank you. You want more cuddles? Look, you can't really come up on my knee, mate, 'cause I'm not really sitting down. Okay. All right. Yep. See, if I try and move her now, she's going to growl at me. Because she wants to be up on the knee, don't you? You love a knee. Right, tell you what though, you need to go down. Don't growl at me. There we go, you good girl, that's you. Oh, doing more big stretches, aren't you? I get your daft wee walk. Is your legs all pins and needles? Is it? Is your legs all pins and needles? Where do you even go? Look, you can come in here if you want. Want to chill out in here? You'll be a good dog in here? Yeah, you're tiny. Look, you can cover you up with my thumb. Oh, big stretches again, mate. Is that Diana? Here, do you want to shag Diana? Do you? Do you want to shag Diana? Look. On you go. You're not into it? Where's Diana? Where's Diana? Oh, the penguin. Aye, the penguin's better. You more into the penguin just now? Here, that's my toy, you're not getting it. That's my toy, you're not getting it. Where's the penguin going to go? We ready? You ready? Go get it. Good girl, get the penguin. Bring it back. Oh, that's cool. See what you did there? That's cool. Right, we ready? We do it again? Oh, it's going that way. Oh no, I was kidding on. It's actually this way. Look, go and get it. Good girl. Getting the penguin, that's brilliant. Yeah, penguin time. Right, we do it again. Oh, it's over here now. You get it? Where's the penguin? Where is it? Where is it? You bring it back? Come on then. Oh, I'm coming to get it. Oh, I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get that penguin. You don't want me to get it? Here, it's mine. It's mine. Oh, it's my penguin. I'm getting it off you. It's my penguin. I'm getting it off you. You don't keep it. I keep it. It's mine. Can I get it? Can I get this penguin? Can I get the bloody wee penguin? Oh, I'm going to get the penguin. Oh, I'm going to get it. Oh, I'm getting it. Right, okay. Is it yours? You just keep hold of it for the time being? You just keep hold of that penguin? Pepper, you're a funny dog. You're very funny. Right, well, I take it. Look, look, where's it going? Where's it going? Oh, oh, where's it going? We're ready? Go get it. Yes. You a good girl? You know what, shag Diana? Look, Diana's right here. It'd be funny. It would be funny. You want to do penguin stuff? Look, look. Boo! Where is it? Boo! Where is it? You ready? We're right? Boo! Go get it. Yes, that's a good dog stuff. We got the unicorn on the go. Do you want that as well? Boop. Boop. Ready? Boop. Sorry, I dropped it. It's actually over here. We're ready? Go get it. Oh, a wee scratch. Did you stop to scratch yourself and then forgot why you stopped? She's a wee head case. Right, you can come in here if you want. You can hang out in here. I think that was the Zaffa Cakes raid. But that one might have been Super D, and that was the Zaffa Cakes raid. Aye, that was the Zaffa Cakes raid. There he's there. Then this next one is Laxonian. Let's endure the Laxonian Bubble Blast. There we go, that's us. There we go, that's us now up to speed. Oh, nice one, Laxonian. That's a good profile picture, isn't it? There we go. And I think I've got a command for anybody that wants to buy that. I don't think that command's working. That's an old command because nothing's bloody working. Dearie me. So, the Wavecast software downstairs wasn't loaded, right? Which meant that I think it's maybe crashed or something. Which is interesting because now that the Wavecast is starting up, remember this thing? Remember we're doing this? Remember this is the current task? So that's the upstairs computer. We're going to hit connect, and obviously it's just going to start. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That is ambient loft noise. Do you hear the ambient loft noise right now? Oh my god, I hear the ambient loft noise right now. However, OBS is not open on the upstairs computer. OBS is not open on the upstairs computer. What's the bets that when we double click OBS upstairs that you will no longer hear the ambient loft noise? What's the bets of that? I almost want it to happen. Anonymous, thank you very much for gifting a sub to ambient noise. Listen. That is a bubble blast for Anonymous and a bubble blast for ambient noise. That's 3 bubble blasts for some reason. I don't understand why we got 3, but listen, it's cool that we've got bubbles. Nideth, what does the Elgato Connect plugin do? Because I've never heard of this. But how good is that we have at least got ambient noise again? I'm quite excited about that. I can hear stuff outside or something like that. I can hear audio coming from somewhere. It's not here, is it? No, it isn't. I think it's my radiators are making sound. Right, what's the best way of showing this then? So OBS sees the Elgato software. And the Elgato software work. Okay, let's go and try that. Oh man, I've got such a headache. But listen, one step forward again. One step forward in this really peculiar, weird dance that we're doing. Right, what are you trying to do? Laxonian, my god. All I'm trying to do is... So see right now, I can configure the loft so that we can see the loft from the computer downstairs. But we can't hear the loft. And for the past 4 days I've been trying to make it so that we can hear the loft on the stream. That's all I'm trying to do. I've paid 45-ish quid for software that's supposed to just magically make it work. Guess what it doesn't magically? It's horrible. It's horrible. Reinstalled Windows 11 multiple times. Terrible toothache. That's what's making it worse. See, if I didn't have the toothache, I would be in a better mood. But it's not going very well. However, in the background right now you can hear ambient sound of the loft, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what I'm going to do, although I don't know how to stream this, because if I move to this, if I move to here, right, you can still hear ambient loft noise in the background. But if I mute the ambient loft noise and go upstairs and install OBS, we won't know if it's worked or not. Do you know what I mean? Because ambient loft noise is muted on this camera. But if I keep it on this camera, then everything I say will be doubled when I'm upstairs. But hey ho, that's just the way that we do it, isn't it? That's just the way that it goes. Let's head back upstairs. Let's just install the OBS Connect plugin, just for a laugh, man. Just for a laugh. See the amount of times I've went from downstairs to upstairs in the past couple of days? Off. Off. So cold up here as well. Right, who dares me to just open OBS just now without installing this plugin? You know, who dares me to just open OBS? Because it would be a good test to see if that exclusive mic control thing was the problem, wouldn't it? Well, we'll try just opening OBS. We'll do it for a laugh. We shouldn't hear the voice doubled now because I muted it. But if I didn't mute it, we should hear my voice doubled. What did I miss? No, I don't think anything. Right, so if I do this, Camlink Pro. Nah, right, what I need to do, 2 seconds, I need to sort out, because remember, we might be nearly there, Dando. Display settings, and then extend the desktop. Oh, cool. So I'm now on the second display. Display settings. So I want this to be the first display, but it's not letting me do that. Man, Windows 11 is a pile of shite, isn't it? So I want this to be the main display, but I want to use the second display as a projector. Do I need to just unplug and plug them in the other one? Ah, you missed Pepper. We really had a great time with Pepper, Dando. You missed that. Dando, have you seen the doggy thing, the feeder? Because we've now got a channel point redemption to feed Pippa, and it is adorable. Right. So what I need to do just now is, right, so choose 2 and then extend on these displays. Got it, got it. Got it, there we go. Keep display settings, keep changes, and then identify. So this is display 1. So I'll move display 1 here, and apply. But I want display 1 to be my main display. Make this my main display, there we go. Okay, but why can't I now see OBS on this display? Because it's put it on my second display for some reason. And why is the resolution on my second display absolutely huge? Right, so this is... Right, so the Windows key and then left and right, isn't it? Alt-Tab. Alt-Tab to here, and then Windows key and left and right. There we go. And then OBS on this display. Jesus Christ, that was hard. Okay. Okay, so now what we're doing is go back into Wavecast, and it looks like Wavecast has disconnected from downstairs as soon as I opened, well, maybe not as soon as I opened OBS. But Wavecast is maybe now crashed. Oh no, we're back in the game. We're back in the game, right? So we're going from the microphone into Wavecast downstairs, which previously was set up. And we're in OBS here. Why is there a group? Why is there a group of windows? Is this like a space or something? That's weird. What if I just close the group? Oh no, it's closed OBS. See if I open OBS, will it open in that screen or will it open my other monitor? It's opening in that screen. Good, good, good. Okay, so preview projector to Camlink Pro. And then if I scroll over that, I can see that it's projecting properly. That's great. So what we should have now, is Wavecast. Wavecast's hanging a wee bit. You see that? It's not letting me drag the window. So maybe I do need to install that OBS Connect plugin. Right. Fuck. But in the Wavecast installation tutorial, it didn't tell me. So Elgato OBS Connect. But here's the thing though, what I'm doing with Wavecast has got nothing to do with OBS. Like, I don't want it doing add and share OBS setups in just a few clicks. No, that's not what I want. Marketplace Connect, is that what it's called? What is it? This guide covers using Marketplace Connect for OBS, including downloading, setting up and accessing your scene collections. Nah, I don't need that. Exeldro's already got a plugin for that I use for that. I don't need to back up my scene collections. I'm fine for that plugin, I don't need that at all. I don't want OBS in this screen doing anything with my audio. So it looks like with OBS open, Elgato Wavecast is crashy. You see that? With OBS open, this application here is crashy. And if I close OBS, and then I close that application, and then I open it again, it's a bit crashy again. Do you think I should do a courtesy restart? Restart. Man, it feels like I've paid 45 quid to be part of the beta program or the alpha program. Torture. So let's just load straight back into it. There we go. Nice scary wood. Let's log in, right? And if I double click this, I bet you it'll work good. So it's not crashed so far. I can move the window fine. And then if I connect to the studio downstairs, it's not crashed, everything's fine. I can move the window, I can do whatever. And then if I load up OBS, okay. If OBS will load up, there it's there. So OBS is here. And let's project it to Camlink Pro. And if I go over here, somebody pretending to be Amaranth just sent me a friend request on Discord. Haha. Okay, so this should be working good. This should be working good now. So maybe I just need to do it in that very particular order. So what's the bets that if I go downstairs, we can hear and see the loft? I don't think it's going to be as simple as that, everybody. I don't think it's going to be as simple as that, but let's go and we will find out. Who dares me to respond to Amaranth on Discord? Oh my god, I think it might actually be working. Warpath, how are you doing, Warpath? Thank you very, very much. Warpath, thank you very, very much. Welcome in. Oh, what a great doggy. Having a wee swim in his wee jacket. Thanks very much, Warpath, for 36 months. I think it's working. I can see it working. So it turns out I just need to do things in a very particular order. Thought my stream was buffering. It was the start up wheel. So look at that. We can see the loft. We can hear the loft. Goodness me. Goodness me. Next time, open software in admin mode, right click on software admin. I think OBS might be set up in admin mode, but I might not have put it back onto admin mode since I reinstalled stuff. Hey, listen, let's go upstairs and see if there's a delay or what the problem is now, because it just simply can't be working. Do you think it's working? It simply can't be. It simply can't be. Right, I'll be up there in a wee second. Give me 2 wee seconds. He's up the loft, yes, he's up the loft. Out of sync, probably. Right, I can't see the chat. Give me just a wee second. I can now see the chat. In sync? Are we in sync? Yeah. It's working! I was just thinking that, Chameleon. I was just thinking that. Holy shit, I don't know what to do now that it's working. I forgot even what the objective was. I forgot why I want to stream in the loft. Good God, man. I think I need a wee nap. I've got bad toothache, Dando. I need some painkillers is what I need. Right, let us... Now this is loft streaming. I think what I need to do... Here, I've been getting pretty good at Balatro, everybody. Been getting really good. I achieved a high score at Balatro today on my phone. I don't think it's a good stream game, but I'm now getting like mental scores. Like sort of scores. Scores that I don't even know how to pronounce that number. How's the audio? Because I've set the audio right up to... what's my high score? I don't know. I'll tell you. It doesn't have letters in it yet. How do you say here? How good's the music in Balatro? I don't even know how to see my high score. Stats. Best hand. So it's showing me my best hand, but not my best overall score. You won't be able to see in this shitty thing. But the best hand in red there. 2, 4... I'll show you downstairs. Whatever that is. Pretty good, man. The highest possible scores are E to the 300 and then it overflows to not a number to E to infinity. So I've not got any letters in mine yet, but this is what I'm going to try and say that 2,642,654,250. Is that how you say that number? 2,642,654,250 for one hand, but I don't know how to say the actual game stats. I should have screenshotted it, shouldn't I have? Is this microphone loud or quiet or how is it? 2,000 million? I don't know, man. Just nonsense numbers. It took me a wee while to get to this level though, because I was doing Pish for a long time. What if I go into Game Center? Will that tell me my highest score? Settings? Nah. No. Just tell me my achievements. So I don't think there's any way of seeing what your highest score is for one game. That's a wee shame. Anyway, right, now that we've got all of this set up upstairs, stats, that should be in stats, shouldn't it? Nah. But I don't think it'll be very good to play on stream, because unless you're right into the game, it'll just kind of be like, right. So even in my profile, it's not telling me what the high score for the game is. It is only interested in the high score for like one hand, which is rubbish. But it is what it is. Well, it's good though. See if you're into just addictive pish, it's really good. I quite like it. Mic is lofty. What? Roomy is very roomy. Well, that is this type of mic. This microphone is quite roomy. So this is the first ever microphone that I got, so you'll be able to hear everything, right? And that's just the nature of this microphone. You get different types of microphones. That is one of the ones that picks up everything, which is why I got a better microphone, and which is why this microphone is now in the loft. The only way of getting rid of that is turning the volume down, but putting the mic right up close to me like this. And we don't really want that. Might could do with some compression on it, better reinstall Windows again. Aye. But a big fart would sound great on it though. See if my hands weren't so cold, I would do an armpit fart, but my hands are freezing and it would make me go "Ooh," if I touched my Oaksters with hands as cold as this. Okay, do you want to see what else I've been up to that obviously does work? Right? So we've got this camera here. Okay. And then we've got this camera over here. How you doing? Right? And you think, oh, that's cool, a wide angle camera. Nothing really exciting about that. Is there not? What if I do this? And then like, you know, could do it and all like that. Look, what if I do? Now it makes sense why the mic's roomy, because I can go away over here. Can do that sort of stuff if I want. What if I want to walk over here? Let's find out. Oh, fuck. What if I want to walk over here? Do you know what I mean? Uh-huh. So that's cool, the fact that I can do that. If I do this again, it should freeze. There we go. It's fixed, QTV, it's fixed. So previously I had a setup where, so I've got other microphones. Let's get the other microphones set up, right? So I had a scene overhead, right? And I know it's just went blank, it's because I am adding stuff. So if I do this over, watch a guy build a complete OBS setup. There we go. This is the overhead camera, right? And what's cool about the overhead camera is it's dead high res. So you're looking at it at like 1:1 aspect ratio. Look at my nose. That's what my nose looks like if you're up high looking down on it. Look at that. Right? So what I can do is scale fit to screen like this. Right? And then I can do duplicate. I've got all the angles, everybody. I've got all the angles, and then what we can do is reset transformation. Cool. So we can have this, we can have this, we can have this, we can have this. So it means that if I'm working on something, imagine I'm like that. Right, everybody, look at this. We're putting a wee bit of wire into a lighter. Oh, can you not see it very good? Is that looking... Well, let me just do this and you can see it magic. Look at that. Do you know what I mean? So we can do that sort of stuff. All the very best, Dando. Thank you very much for helping me out. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Here, Dando, see before you go. Dando, check out this camera angle. Hold on, check out this camera angle. 2 seconds. Don't go yet because we've got this camera angle. We have got, right, just hold on, we've got the other camera angles, and also it's not working. It's not working. This camera angle, eh? Hold on. Nah. Hold on still. You're not seeing it fully to its fully capacity. And now the colour balance is off. Just don't go away yet, right? If I go to configure video, because this is the wrong colour temperature. So I need to like do that. Like that? Something like that? Eh? Do you know what I mean? And then we could duplicate that. And then and then it's upside down again. And then like that? Catch you after, Dan. All the very best. You enjoy your food or whatever you're up to then. I wasn't paying attention. That's good, isn't it? That's pretty good, isn't it? Hello Sheila, how you doing? You like upside down camera personally? Well, I mean different. What you can do, Sheila, if you really like, hold on, this is a point that I need a bit more space for. Thank you, camera. What you can do if you like the upside down camera is on your phone, you can turn your phone upside down, right? However, make sure that your phone orientation's locked, because if you do it and it isn't locked, then it'll correct itself and that'll do your tits in. How good is all of this sort of stuff? So in addition to everything that I've just showed you there, which is brilliant, and it is brilliant, I've also got a microscope camera. Do you hear that, birdies? Do you hear the birds? You probably don't. Right, that's brilliant, mate. Take care. Oh my god! Do you... There's a wee bird in the house. Oh god, Pepper's going to destroy that. Don't go downstairs, mate. Oh fuck. There's a birdie in the house and Pepper's on the loose. Guys, I need to go and fix this. Honestly, man, you fix one problem, cover the hatch. Aye. Right, buddy, don't go downstairs, pal. Fuck. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Can you hear and see me? Yes, you can. It's going to shite all over the mic and fuck it. So I've locked Pepper in there. She's not too happy about it. And there is a bird upstairs, but I need... So I've got boxes and stuff. I've got boxes and stuff upstairs. I know, Pepper, into your bed. But I would need bird bait, wouldn't I? Otherwise, because the wee bird isn't going to go in a box. So I think I've got seed. I've got croutons. My life, man. It's a nice wee bird there. I don't know what type of bird it is, but it's a cool wee bird. The bird's like peanut butter? I don't think so. Any bird seed in here? No. Yep, got some seed here. Okay, Pepper. Right, hold on. I've closed the loft and I have locked Pepper in there. She's not happy about that. I've got seed, got some bird bait, and I put this over the loft. Like that, right? So there is a bird somewhere in here. See him? Hiya, birdie boy. Where are you, pal? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're a beautiful wee birdie. So how do I... Where is he? Um... The fuck do I do, man? So we've got a box here. Got a really useful box. With a lot of shite in it. So let's pour this shite into this box. And then put this here, because he knows how to get to here. And then we've got seed. Do you know what I mean? And if he prefers this type of seed, do you know what I mean? Maybe we could, because he seems to be safer over this side of the room. Put that there. Put that there as like a wee bit for him to go on. And then I'll go and get the lid. Oh, he's over there. I'll close this again because if he gets downstairs, it'll be harder to get. How did he get in here, man? How do I tell him that I want him here? I don't think he'll know about that. Hiya, buddy. He doesn't care about me. Bird properties advanced, unchecked, trapped bird. My life is... No, Carivore, the chimney's all sealed. I think there's maybe a gap somewhere. Where is he? There he's there. Oh, he's brilliant. He's so pretty. He's scared of me, and that's fair enough. Right, let's see if I can find him. It's going to be shaky cam for a bit. Everybody know what birthday that is? Where's Llama-chan? Can somebody get on the blower to Llama-chan immediately, please? I'm out my depth here, guys. Looks like I blew it. How do I tell the bird to go in this box? So if I'm a big scary man, right, I'll go over here. Because this is the scary area. Oh, he's so cool. I've lost him. Hear him flying about. You stay away from the spider, mate, he'll have you. I don't know where the lid for the box is on the seat, right. Hear him walking somewhere. Don't know if that helps with birds. Don't know if they care about what you've got to say. Would it help? Oh, he must be up here. There's stuff coming up for the loft. Would it help if I put the lights off? Because I don't know if he'll be happy to fly in the dark. You know what I mean? Come on, mate. Ah, he's quite happy to fly in the dark. See, I wonder if he flies himself. You see him? If he flies himself tired, then it might be then easier to catch him. But I don't know if they do fly themselves tired. I have no idea. I don't know what's happening. Llama streaming, that's amazing. Get a blanket. Well, I don't want to hurt him. Ideally, if it would be great is if he just pops into this this box. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just fixed a problem. Hi, pal. Go over here. Go in here. Just go in here. Will it help if I'm away from here? He's not going to go in the box, man. He doesn't give a fuck about the box. He's suspicious about the box. Hi there. I would like to help you, okay? I would like to help you. Would you like helped? Get in the fucking box, mate. Get in the box now. How's about you get in the box? There's seeds. Yep, yep. No, this isn't happening. Go in the box. Oh, he's tired. I think I might need to do some aggressive manoeuvres. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going to end up falling down the loft hole. Is he now behind me again? Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He's on the rafters somehow. This isn't going to work. I don't have any faith in my ability to catch up to it. Oh, fuck. I mean, what if I just put this box up here, pal? You can just climb right into it, okay? He's like, you fuck off. Oh, he's a cute wee boy. A wee tiny wee dog, wee bird. Nearly called him a dog. Where is he? Can't I see him? I'm a big scary man. I'm over this side. So you want to stay... He's on top of the Schwarzenegger poster. He's up here somewhere. I know, I really want to help you out, pal. On the flip side, I'm getting quite good at scanning for a bird on my phone. Check your camera skills. Do you know what I mean? But he's really not concerned with the box. Yeah, it's him in the box. Look, there's seed in there. Go and get the seed. I put some seed in that box. That window doesn't open. If that window opened, it would be fine. What do I do? What do I do? I really want to help you, pal. You up here? I mean, I'm not doing anything good here. I'm not doing anything good, am I? How did I get myself into these messes? I'm going to read the chat, right? See if any of yous have got any good ideas. What do I do? Ask the women? I don't know. I'm just indoor bird watching. Also, apparently they can sometimes deliberately come in at night and then go back out in the day, so you may just be shocked to see you there too. Can you pin that for Jimbo? Alright, about him, maybe it's fine that he's in. I have given various bits of advice above, thank you. Hi Llama, we've got a wee birthday scenario. And he's over here. He's a wee blue tit, I think. Birthday boy! Up here somewhere. There he's there. Hiya mate, go in there. So see in this box here, I've put seed for him, but he's wise to my ways. Come on, pal. So I put the lights off thinking that it would stop him from flying about. And to be fair, now he's only really flying about in an area where the coloured lights are. He's not flying up. No, that's him away over to the dark side of the room now. But he's all startled. Hold on, I'll give you a better camera angle. But he must be tired. You up here somewhere? He's over there. So I've just kind of been just doing this for about what feels like 40 minutes. But mate, seriously, see if you go in that box there. I'll put the lid on it, I'll take you outside, you'll be fine. Hiya, pal, that's as close as he's got to me yet. Sorry for the... You just put him on my guillotine? Shitting right all over my guillotine. So that's kind of his patter, that's what he seems to like to do. Just sort of flying about in the house. But if he knew how to get out, he would be trying to get out just now. So there is a bit in the house where wasps used to get in. But I've no idea how he got in. There isn't any windows open or anything. So there must be a wee gap somewhere in the loft. But if he knew where that gap was, he would be trying to get out of there, wouldn't he? So you've got the approximate gist of what's going on. Hey wee buddy, we're going to help you? Yes, go in there. Jump down, there's seed. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Put your seed. Anyway. So that seems to be what he's doing. Just sort of flying about and stuff. I'm going to leave the camera here. And I'm going to go and read the chat. But it might appear on your screen. Llama, sorry to interrupt you when you were streaming. Sorry about that. Don't really know how to help. What if I put the torchlight on my phone, right? So on the phone, I've got a light, and then if I set the phone up inside the box, hear me out, like this, and then I turn off the coloured lights, then the only light in the room will be on the phone. Bear with me. Not really falling for it. Doesn't really care about this. He's kind of above it. Right, do you know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do, folks? I think we need to break the window. I think we need to break the window. Because I need to help this wee guy, man. You got a sore foot? Or are you just cleaning your foot? Right, stay where you are. Not break as in smash the window. Just break as in adjust it. Look, I'll show you what I mean. So this is my landlord's solution to a leaky window. If you haven't seen this before. It's not working though, as you can see. They don't want to fix it. So I need to just disturb this is it's held shut using scissors. Don't know if you can see these scissors. It's like fucking Silent Hill engineering. So now, don't know where he is. Birdie. I hope he's not went downstairs. I bet he's went downstairs. Yeah, he's there. Right, look, the window's open. One will go out the window. You coming? Come on then. Right, so I just need to wait for him to fly back here. Come on, you stupid bird. He's up there. Just go out there. Come on, birdie. Go out the fucking window, mate. Nah, wrong way, pal. Colder. Where are you? Come on, it's dangerous up there. Look, I'm a big man, I'm making scary noises. You need to get down for there, go out that window. Don't know where he is. Come on, birdie boy. He's up there. Oh, mate, you need to go out the window. That's why they call them bird brain. Look, I've provided safe passage. Turn your torchlight off. Aye, you might be right. What if I put the torchlight... Aye, okay. Torchlight's off. Monitor light's still on. Let me fix that. Hold on. Turn the monitor off. And then I'll get into position and then turn the torchlight off. And what we're looking for is a wee bird digging out of this window. Come on, mate, let's go then. You coming? Let's just go out of my fucking loft now. Just go out the loft now. There's a security light that just, see that, flashing on and off. It'll go off in a wee minute for about a second, then it'll come back on. And it just does that all the time. It'll go off in just a wee second, then it comes back on. And it shines right into my eyes when I'm falling asleep. There is a wee gap in the curtain, nothing I can do can fix it. And all night, off, on, right into my eyes when I'm sleeping. It'll go off in a wee second, then it'll come immediately back on. The birthday should be going out of the house though now, please. I think he's shattered. I think he thinks he's safe. Do you know what I mean? I mean, maybe I should just leave him. I think I should, but I want visual confirmation that he's out of the loft. So that I know that I've helped him good. You know? I'll temporarily put the torch back on just to see if I can see him. I think he's over here somewhere. Ah, he's moving about. There's Rachel coming home. So he's still in the loft. Can hear him moving about, but if it's dark, he's not going to want to fly, is he? Hiya, how you doing? That's Rachel home. Rachel! Rachel! Rachel's making dog noises. She's like, wee, 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 wee. So I'll need to tell her, keep Pepper in the living room, please. She'll come and speak to me in just a wee second, but she's getting her priorities sorted. Right, so I think what is up is it's too dark for him to fly, and he thinks that he's safe and it's dark now, and he's like, right, time to just go to sleep now that I'm safe. But what he could be doing instead, though, is flying out the window. So I reckon what I could do is turn the light on, but the big main light. Hiya! Rachel! It's over here. I think maybe turning the main light on is a bad idea. Rachel! Hiya, could you keep Pepper in the living room, please?
Okay.
Because we've got a wee bird on the loose.
Oh, right. Fuck's sake.
I know.
Right, you go back in. How did that happen?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Where is the bird?
Up here, I'm still streaming.
Oh, God.
But do you want to come up and see him?
Yeah.
So I've put this over here. Rachel, everybody. Hiya, how you doing?
Hi. Where is he?
They can see through here,
Oh, right,
just so
hi.
you know. So it's a wee blue tit,
Oh.
and we've got Mari Biscuits and Llama Chan in
I was
chat.
going to say, what's Lana saying?
Well, Llama's streaming, unfortunately.
Where is he?
Here-ish. So I've opened the window. See him? He's just down there. He's near the window, so I'm going to turn the lights off. But just watch where you're standing. Right, hold on, you can get a wee bit closer. Fucking hell. Right, I think he's coming to the light. So if I
Do you want me
put
to
the
get a
light...
shoebox?
No, I've got a big box, but trying to convince him to go in it is...
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So I've been doing this for about an hour.
I was wondering why Pepper was locked in.
She's not happy about it. So if I put the light of the phone next to the window, of course, maybe, but I was worried that his stupid wee wings might get damaged. I mean, you can give it a shot. This is maybe the most promising solution I've had so far, because he's interested in this light. I'll turn the monitor back on and we can find out. Because I turned the monitor off. That was scary when he flew towards us, isn't
That
it?
was really scary. See this year, Jim?
I know,
or these
mate.
past 2 years?
I know, mate.
I've had enough.
Do you want to be a relay for the chat?
Yeah, I think though my idea, because that's how, remember when we had magpies in, and then when we had the pigeon in the garden,
Aye, give it a shot.
I'll go get us a wee.
Can't watch this. Longer tits are bold, not too dumb birds, but this one's getting stressed out. So much moving without water calories is not good. Give them some rest. Do you know what I maybe should do? Is just leave that window open and close up the loft, and I'll just go downstairs and leave him to it.
But you don't want it to get more stressed out because it can't.
But it's going to be really dark, so I don't want him like nesting. But I think he does need a wee rest. Hi Gibbs, we've got a bird in the loft. Got a wee birdie. But what I'm going to do, because I've tried to catch him and stuff, and he's just getting stressed out.
Okay, would you do you want to try mine or do you want to give him a wee rest?
I think we'll give him a wee rest, 'cause
Okay.
honestly, we've been at this for a fair bit.
Okay. But I think a towel over him.
Aye, but it's like, see, up in all of this, getting him in a spot where I can put a towel over him will be difficult. But that window's wide open.
Have you phoned Tony?
I haven't phoned Tony now. We've got a resident animal whisperer. But I think giving him a wee rest is a good idea.
Okay.
In other news, I've got the stream working good in the loft, and just as I got it working good, a wee bird came out of nowhere.
How do you. Oh, he's not coming in via the chimney?
No, because the chimney's all sealed. I think it's maybe even
The bumblebee hole?
the bumblebee hole. So I'm going to just close all this up, and without me wandering about like an idiot.
Do we have night vision on the loft cameras we can see?
Nah, we don't. We're going to just have to give him time.
I hope he's okay.
He will be okay. I think this is our best solution because it's very obvious how to get out. See, if everything's in darkness and I'm not wandering about stressing him out, the window's like propped wide open, and even though it's dark outside, there's still like a bit of light coming through. You know what I mean? I think that's the best solution because he doesn't have much battery left in him. I've put seed out and stuff, but he's like, fuck off, I'm not interested in your seed.
You got water maybe as well?
I don't want to go back up. It's raining and stuff outside. As soon as he goes outside, he'll be able to find water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
A wee blue tit.
They're the best.
Aye. Do you know who that is? That's Fred. That's Fred the dog.
So other than that,
Oh, aye.
do you want me to come in and give you some company?
Ripping jaws and booting boys. So what's good is the loft thing sorted, the loft stream sorted.
Poor Rachel just saying we're working a bird in the loft. Aye,
Aye.
that's that.
Get some water down, he may not leave until morning now. Alright, I'll go back up with water then. We'll move his family in. Imagine I turn into like Snow White. You know what I mean? So, see if the loft is in pitch darkness, but I've left food and water out. Will he be able to find the water? Can they wee birdies see in the dark? How does one get a bumblebee hole? I know, mate. I know.
Oh, I know how the one gets the bumblebee hole because you've connected a wire.
That wasn't me. That hole was in there. I have drilled a hole in that bit.
It's almost like
No, I'm not taking any blame for the bees.
doing.
I'm not taking any blame for the bees.
I mean, in the birdies.
The birdie came in. We don't know how the birdie came in. How come it's like I'm accepting responsibility for just a bird appearing?
Turn your torchlight off.
I did that. That was a wee while ago that Lama sent that. Listen, I need to go and resolve. So, I'm going to raid Lama Chan, right?
You are on a sugary peg, boy.
Listen, we've had stew in a slow cooker for quite a bit. And I'm quite interested in the good luck. Thank you. Good luck with the bird as well.
Why, Yora?
There must be a gap. If he keeps going back, you have to do an investigation. I think I will. So there is a
Is
tiny
this going to be
hole.
your Halloween stream?
It bloody should be.
He's on the couch tonight.
I will let you know what's going on, everybody. Is Llama still live? You know what's going on.
Llama's on their way up to help us.
Is Llama still live?
Poor wee pips.
Aye, Pippa doesn't know what the hell's happening. I believe Llama is live. Let's go and raid Llama. Listen, everybody, keep it real, take it easy. Thank you for all your views today. We got the loft streamable now. Now you can hear and see me from the loft, and that is the main thing.
With added bird.
And then we had a wee added bird bonus content as well, which is good. Thanks very much for coming in. It was something, wasn't it? I'm convinced that strategy is good. That window is wide open. And so I shouldn't do that on stream. The window is wide open. And that's as good as it can be. I'll go upstairs and I'll put down some water as well, right? I'll get a wee shallow bit of water and I'll do that. Thanks very much for coming in. Keep it real, take it easy. My name's James Houston and Houston's boosting. But before I go, enjoy this magic trick.
You can do the magic trick like this.
I can. It's a different trick, but it needs to be. You can do that if you want. See you later, pals. Bye then. Love you. Tata. It's Llama time. Also, box on its side with the food in. Good shout. Okay, I'll do that. I'll put different bits of food around. All the very best. I'm going to take you over Llama time. Tata. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.